extra sub today.
And we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream tonight. We've got a big Eastern Conference battle between the Carolina Hurricanes and Philadelphia Flyers. Saturday night action. It's already been a great day in the NHL with some awesome games earlier this afternoon. And now we're going to have a big showdown here between one of the best teams in the East that have been for the last few years, the Carolina Hurricanes, against one of the league's biggest surprises in the Philadelphia Flyers, who are off to a fantastic 5-2 start that I gotta say not many people were calling for before this season started. So Philly's been a great surprise. They're playing very well. Carolina's good as always, and it should be a great game here tonight. As you can see, we've got the great Perlo Wisdom joining me. His channel is linked at the top of the chat in the pinned message if you guys want to check out his channel. Great hockey content over there, and we are getting ready for a great game tonight. What's going on, Perlo? You ready for this one?
Oh yeah, man, I canceled everything. I didn't want to miss this one, buddy. This is going to be awesome. I'm a Philly fan. So, yeah, Oilers first, Philly second. And like I said, I love Tortorella. I'm one of his biggest fans. And I still sold him short again, and look at what he's doing here in Philly. The guy's insane.
Yeah.
He's insane.
Definitely.
It's an amazing coach.
We're getting the poll up in the chat so you guys can get your votes in on who you think is going to win this one tonight. We've got the Hurricanes on the road. They lost last night against the New York Islanders in a very uncharacteristic game for them, getting blown out in that one. You know they're going to be ready to go and have a chip on their shoulder tonight. Philadelphia, home ice, feeling good, playing great this season. This is going to be a tight game, I think, and a very good matchup that should be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, you just never know. Like, what did they win 4-3 against Florida?
Yeah.
And they've been basically grinding out every game. And then all of a sudden, you know, it's something about if you create an atmosphere that people love, it's all of a sudden the puck just goes in those games. You get outshot, like all that kind of stuff, right? Kiefer Bellows is in tonight for Philadelphia, picked up from the Islanders.
Yeah, claimed off waivers from the Islanders. We'll see what he can do. He just never stuck at the NHL level with the Isles and just couldn't find his game. We'll see if a fresh start in Philadelphia is exactly what he needed to get headed in the right direction. Want to say hello to everybody in the chat because we've got a bunch of people in here already. Isaac, Derek, Aurelia, Victoria, Logan, Trent, Kyle, let's see, Matthew, Trevor, Fro, Ken, Aries. What is going on, everybody? Welcome in. Thank you all so much for being here. It is a Saturday night game. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope you guys are ready for a great game and a great stream tonight. Brian, what's going on, my friend? Welcome. Thanks so much for coming by. Really appreciate it.
I'm sending this to all my Philly friends on Facebook.
Getting ready to go here for this one.
Yeah, 21. I need 21 to hit 1,000. 21 to hit 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, hit me up.
Hey.
Only 21 with the big one, the big G.
Perlo's getting close to 1K on his channel.
Yeah.
We'll see how much closer he is by the end of tonight. Joey, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Kyle, I agree with you. Kyle says, I got a feeling this will be a close game, maybe 4-3 or 3-2. I definitely feel the same way going into this. I think it's going to be one of those right down to the wire, very hard-fought games.
I think I'm going to kick myself I didn't take Carolina first period minus 0.5 because I think they're going to be pissed after that Islanders performance.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to come out barreling. It's just right now I don't want to do anything against Philadelphia because they're just surprising in every way right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Hockey legend, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. Hello, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you in the chat again. Yeah, Sveshnikov's been incredible so far this season, Isaac. We'll see if he gets on the scoreboard again tonight, but he's been a scoring machine so far for the Hurricanes.
And two-way guy, too. Just incredible two-way player.
Yeah, he's really having a great start to the season.
I thought Kokaniemi would get going a little more than he has. He hasn't really did much either. Are they still playing him on the second line?
Yeah, as far as I know, he was still out there on the second line. But
I
we'll
guess I'll
have to
find out right
see.
away.
Yeah.
I'll look it up right now.
Oh, there we go, Derek. That is awesome. That is awesome. Very happy to hear that.
Okay, first I gotta share all this out.
Perlo, I
Actually,
can hear the TV broadcast through your mic.
really? Wow. I have it on like 7. Holy smokes. I'm surprised you know that.
Pretty standard D pairs here for Philly. So I'm watching this game on ESPN Plus. That's what you'd have to go through to get this if you're out of market. It's in the if you're in market for either of these teams, then obviously you'll have to go to the regional network, NBC Sports Philadelphia. For the Flyers, not sure what Carolina's is. It's probably let's see. I will say on NHL. Bally Sports South for the Carolina, it looks like. So
So are you done landscaping yet?
not completely, but it's slowed up a lot.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I hope so, Joey. Should be a fun one. Yes, I did. I watched the Panthers game against the Sens earlier. That game just ended about 20-25 minutes ago. That was a really good game. A lot of fun to watch.
If you have 2 Kachucks in a game, it's going to be a good game.
Oh, yeah. And, yeah, 57 shots for the Panthers. They just poured it on. We're able to get that 5-3 win. BC Transportation, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it.
Well, they're sort of doing what LA did last year.
Mm-hmm.
They're just throwing everything at the net. They're shooting from odd angles and all that kind of stuff. Like Paul Maurice has them just shooting from everywhere. Yeah. But Forsberg looked good, but they kind of made him look good too. Like a lot of those shots were pretty easy.
I can't believe the scoring chances that Florida didn't score on. I mean, for as many goals as that Panthers team scores, like they could have scored twice as many today. The chances that they miss just stand out. Where like you'd think it's almost a guaranteed goal and they don't put it in, but. They still put 5 in the net, even with all those missed chances. They could have definitely had 10 if they had converted on all of them.
Yeah. Montour looks good in that lineup now. I think that's the reason why they felt okay to get rid of Uyghur. Yeah. Not get rid of him. They didn't want to lose him, but to make that deal, he's looking pretty good. Analytically, he's not great defensively and even eye test, but he's improved a lot this year. It's going to be interesting to see what his analytics look like. But his offense has been really good.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a 3-point game today. He had a fantastic showing. Boston, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Leafs or Kings tonight? I know who I want to win, but I don't know.
I don't have anything on the side.
I don't have anything going with that game. I guess I'll take the Leafs, but the Kings just can't keep the puck out of the net. Like their goals against are absolutely horrific so far this season.
That's why I have the over. I have the over. As long as Quick is in net right now until he looks absolutely horrible. Peterson doesn't look any better. So.
No.
And LA is just shoots, tons of Samsonov might screw my over there. But I can't believe I just said that too after last year. Here we go.
Yeah, we're getting ready to go. Teams are lining up at the center dot, and we are gonna be dropping the puck here on this one. Pablo, what's going on? Welcome in. We are about ready to get into the action. Puck is dropped in Philadelphia. This one is underway, and the Hurricanes dump it in as Slavin sends it all the way down. Forecheck commences for Carolina. First period has begun. Trying to work it around now. Down in the corner, lifted up the boards. Not able to get it out. was Cates, kept in there by Carolina as they poke it away. Played down low, worked up again. Here's Cates on the second chance. He still can't get it out, and Carolina keeps it in. I can't imagine Tortorella's going to be happy there with Cates twice not getting the puck out of the zone.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to get pinned in with Carolina, that's for sure.
Trying to work it now, lifted up and out, cleared over the red line. And that will not reach for icing as Brady Shea goes back to get it. We've got Antti Raanta in goal tonight for Carolina. Anderson played last night. And down at the other end, Carter Hart in for the Philadelphia Flyers. Off to a phenomenal start this season. As that's through the neutral zone. Taken back by Sebastian Aho. Played here over the red line. Backhanded in. And Provorov will take it behind his own net. Up to Farabee. Flyers break out through the neutral zone. Dumped into the offensive end. Trying to rip this one around. And back out again to neutral ice. Provorov takes it back. Passes over to Sealer. And that's deflected in once again by the Flyers. No one got a stick on it. So we've got an icing here against Philly. It will be an ozone draw coming up for the Hurricanes. Sherry, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. Great to have you in the chat. Really appreciate it. Awesome to have you as always as we get ready now for the offensive zone faceoff. Carolina wins it back. Shot from the point gets blocked. Second chance just ripped wide as that one did not miss the post by much. Zach gets worked around now down low. Looking to work it in front is Svechnikov. He can't get it by Sealer. Up the boards it goes. Kept in out high. That was Chatfield keeping it in. And it's taken here. Carolina works it around the offensive zone. Just 2 minutes into this game. Getting going here. Canes with some good offensive zone possession. Worked up now. Back the other way. Here come the Flyers up ice. Odd man rush into the offensive end. Pass across. Broken up by Chatfield. Canes will come back the other way. Hey, Emma with the 7. Let's get that hype in the chat for Emma. Dropping a 7. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Things are going well. How are you doing? Great to see you in the chat, and thanks so much for stopping by. Dono hype for Emma, everybody, as the Canes take that behind their net. And they'll start the breakout now up into the offensive zone. Shot in there and saved by Hart. He'll cover that one up, and we'll get a whistle. Ozone faceoff coming again for Carolina. Awesome, awesome, awesome here. Raji Ghost, welcome. Thanks for being here. Jared, great to have you in the chat, as always. Thanks so much for coming by. Yeah, it's great to see you, Emma. Appreciate you coming by. Good to see you. As we'll have the Canes taking the ozone face-off here. Minnesota already gets a 1-0 lead against the Red Wings. Boy, Detroit is having a lousy week, to say the least. Oh, boy. They got a bunch of guys out of the lineup, and they've lost 2 games so far this week. It will be 3 if they can't find a way to come back tonight.
Carolina, I think, just got a penalty, or either that or Philadelphia got goaltender interference, but I think it was Carolina getting a penalty.
Driving towards the net there. And
let's see which one he took here.
We'll see.
Oh, I don't know which one it is. Was it a hold or was it a goaltender interference?
It was Sedlak trying to drive the net there.
Yeah, I think he's going to get goaltender interference.
Yeah, that kind of stinks. He lost his edge.
Hold.
I mean, it's not like he went purposely flying in.
And it looked like he took a hold there. Yeah, Tortorella's livid.
Wow, they're going to call him for goaltender interference. He fell down and slid in. What's he supposed to do?
That's what he's saying right now.
Wow. So already a power play coming here for Carolina. Goaltender interference call against Lucas Sedlak. And that's going to put the Canes on the power play. Tortorella is pissed, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, he's saying the same thing we're saying. What is he supposed to do?
He fell down and slid in. Like, there's no way to stop when you're falling down and sliding across the ice.
I guess the referee can say, I can't judge intent. So he went into the goaltender. It's goaltender interference. I can't judge whether he meant it or not.
Oh, he
So
goes
I guess
off.
the referee can do that. Yeah.
And Carolina with an early power play chance here, just about 3 minutes in. Philly starts it off with a clear all the way down. Michelle, welcome in. Dan, welcome in. Rodrigo, thank you so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. Lifted out now to the neutral zone. And Philly here, happy to play keep away. Scott Lawton back to D'Angelo. Killing this power play clock as that's set up now into the offensive end on the rush. 1-on-3, trying to drive through, and Ront has got to make a good save on the shorthanded bid. Worked out now. Kane's with it. Brent Burns drops that one back. Played over. And that one gets dumped across. Taken now. Shot in there, misses wide. Back out with it. Natchez on the sidewall. Looking to play this one. Gets it back to Burns. Working this one around. Moved across again by the faceoff dot. Svechnikov back to Burns. Still about 55 seconds to go on this power play. Svech takes it down low. Lets it cycle all the way through to Natchez. Marty Natchez with it now. He's having a very strong start to the season offensively. Might be finally his big breakout years. We get the puck played with a high stick, and we'll get a whistle. 15:53 to go in the first, 43 seconds left on the power play, and a face-off coming up. Yeah, Pittsburgh, Seattle tonight. That should be a good game. Pittsburgh hasn't done too well on this road trip, but I have the over in that game. I definitely think there's going to be some goals scored between those two teams.
I'm leaning that too, actually. That's Jones, and that's got. Is it a 6 or 6.5?
6.5.
But Jones, and Pittsburgh's got to be pissed. At least the first period over would be definite, because Pittsburgh's going to come in, got to be coming out all pissed off.
Yeah, that one just ripped wide. Carolina with their best opportunity so far on the power play. Worked around. That one gets taken up the sideboards. Moved to the middle. Back again. Teravainen misses wide. 15 seconds still to go. Again, Teravainen with it. In front. Redirected on goal. Carter Hart makes the save. Worked around again. This time it's taken by the Flyers. They're going to clear it out, and that is going to do it for this power play. Some good opportunities there for the Canes, but they don't score. We remain 0-0. Sunman, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. We're 5 minutes into the first. Still scoreless as Pesce carries into the offensive zone, cycles it around, and the forecheck will commence for the Hurricanes. Bruin, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. I am not BC. Next stream is not till Tuesday. Worked around now. Long shot in. That gets blocked. Canes get it right back in the offensive zone. Here's Stahl. Back out high. Pesce at the blue line. Trying to get through the middle, and it bounces in. Carter Hart can't hold the post, and it looks like it's going to be Jordan Stahl's goal as the Hurricanes take a 1-0 lead, and I have no idea how that one was able to squeak by Carter Hart there. A definite weak goal as Stahl redirects it into the crease area from below the goal line. Comes from below the goal line. It bounces off of Carter Hart, who's not holding the post properly, and it goes into the back of the net. Carolina with the 1-0 lead strikes first. Whoops, I changed the wrong score. First time I've done that this season. It is Carolina with the 1-0 lead. And we'll see what happens now as it gets worked through the neutral zone. But Philadelphia's offsides bringing it in. And 14:11 to go. It will be a neutral zone face-off coming up. Sam, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Great to have you. Jordan Stahl's first goal of the season. A squeaker between Carter Hart and the post that ends up in the back of the net, and that is our first goal of the game here, just about 6 minutes in.
That was probably Carter Hart's first week goal this year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for as well as Carter Hart's played this season, that's one that you never like to see go in.
Happens to the best of us. You watch, Philadelphia will come back and score one now.
It does happen to everybody at some point. Angelo, welcome in. Thanks so much for coming by. Awesome to have you in the chat. Here's Philadelphia on the rush, trying to bring it in. That's deflected below the goal line, but they get possession. It's Farabee working it around down in the corner, waiting for something to open up in front. Cycles with Konechny, trying to work this one around. And out to the blue line, gets through the middle, and Carolina clears the zone as D'Angelo goes D-to-D with Provorov. Played back now, 13.5 to go in the first period. Puck played up. Over the red line, Flyers trying to get it back to the offensive end. Knocked down by Chatfield and cleared the other way. On the forecheck, here comes Carolina looking to steal it in the offensive zone, but they can't keep it in. It's cleared out. Lawton will chase for the Flyers. Taken now, lifted up the sideboards. Moved over and dumped in again by Carolina. Flyers send it right back to the neutral zone.
Carolina's looks like they got a lot of jump.
Yeah, definitely. Carolina's come out very, very strong in this game.
Yeah. I said before I was thinking I'm going to kick myself for not taking Carolina first period. Sure enough. But Philly can come back here in any second. They're just getting, it's all about confidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're feeling confident, everything just seems to go in, and that's sort of where they're at.
Can't hold that one in at the blue line. Flyers have to regroup in their own zone. They'll try and dump it back again as McEwen chases, but it's taken by the Canes, and they'll clear this one up and get it out of the zone, and they ice the puck. So that one doesn't connect with anybody. It's icing, and we'll have 11:53 to go in the first period, and a faceoff coming up back down in the Carolina end. I have no idea, Pablo. No plan set right now, but I'll find out between now and Monday.
I'm just going to watch the kids. We have some streets down here where, those Halloween streets.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a tradition for us to go do that.
Nice. Offensive zone draw here as McEwen comes in to take it. Flyers trying to even this game back up. And that gets one back, played by Provorov. He's going to play it down low. Looking for a pass out in front. Can't get a shot off as D'Angelo came down and joined the party. And that is lifted out of play. We'll get another whistle in our first commercial break of this one. 11:42 to go in the first period. Hurricanes lead 1-0 on Jordan Stahl's goal. That is the only scoring of this game so far, but we are just getting going. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Great to have you in the chat. Please don't forget, it means a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams welcome and wanted. Just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. Special guest tonight is Perlo Wisdom. He's been on the channel a bunch. I'm sure you've all seen him before. And his channel is linked at the top of the chat in the pinned message. And if you want to check out Perlo's channel, he is getting very close to 1,000 subscribers. So if we can help get him there, that would be awesome.
Ottinger got hurt today, right?
Yes. Yeah, he left the game.
Wow, that would hurt for Dallas, man.
Oh, big time.
As soon as Ottinger got hurt, I put New York Rangers ML.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. Yeah, like that would be devastating for them. Holy crap. If it's any length of time at all. I don't know what happened. I was watching the game and then I went and did something and came back and Wedgwood was in net. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
He got pulled after 2 goals? I doubt that.
No, I didn't see that game, so I don't know exactly what happened, but I saw that he got taken out because of injury and was questionable to return. Then obviously did not, and Wedgwood ended up getting kind of lit up, and that was the end of that for the Stars. So they better hope it's nothing serious with Ottinger. That's really going to hurt Dallas.
Yeah, Wedgwood's, he's a gamer, but that's a pretty big drop off.
Oh, 100%.
and Jamie Drysdale as well. If Anaheim could get any worse.
Yeah. Well, they're bottom tier right now. Holy cow, they've had a brutal start.
They look terrible.
We're back underway. Canes get it out of their zone. D'Angelo to Provorov. Back out regrouping here for Philadelphia. Back to D'Angelo as they try and open something up out of the zone. Up to Konechny into the offensive end. Konechny stops on the half boards waiting for some help. Back to the blue line. Leaves it for D'Angelo. He cycles deep. And Natchez comes over, lays the hit. Puck down low, taken by Carolina. And we're going to get a penalty call here, it looks like, against the Hurricanes. Chris Rooney makes the call. Rod Brendamore looks a little bewildered right now on the bench, but Philadelphia is going to go to the power play here. It's a slashing call against Carolina as Andrei Svechnikov heads to the penalty box.
Oh, yeah, it's one of those tap on the gloves. Just can't do that anymore. That used to be my go-to.
Oh yeah.
When I played hockey,
slash right on the hand there of Konechny, and Konechny fumbled the puck, and the referee's arm immediately went up. But we'll see if Philly can. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what I would have did back in the day if I couldn't do that.
I know. There's the rules have changed a lot as Philadelphia looking to tie this game. First shot there by Tippett, saved by Ronta. Over now, setting up in the offensive zone. Flyers on the advantage, looking for their first goal of this one. Lawton down low, cycles through to Tippett. Tippett now spins off the check, back down low to Lawton, and to the front, backdoor, played there by Hayes. Hayes now on the half wall, through to Tippett. Tippett, backdoor. Oh, what a chance for Lawton. He just missed it wide on the redirection. Played around now, out high. D'Angelo with it. Top of the circle, move to the middle. Working it out now. 10:25 to go in the first. Another shot. That one misses glove side. Flyers set up in the offensive zone. Trying to work it down low. Now out to the point. Over now. Tippett with another blast. Nice pad save there by Ronta. Kept in, though, by Philadelphia as they're pouring on the pressure. Still 50 seconds left on this power play. Doing a great job set up in the attacking zone. D'Angelo out at the blue line. Working this one now. Konechny with a shot just wide, blocker side. Brady Shea can't get it out. Philly sets back up again. Still 35 seconds, and finally that one will get gloved down by Ronta. 35 seconds left on the power play. Ozone draw coming for the Flyers. Great pressure, great possession, just nothing in the back of the net.
Just totally keeping it simple, right?
Yep.
Getting it back to the point, not shooting it too hard, just trying to find spots for a tip. That's, yeah.
Cleared all the way down now by Carolina off of that draw. 25 seconds left as Provorov goes back to get it. Under 10 to go here in the first period. We're a little over halfway through. 1-0 lead still here for the Hurricanes as Morgan Frost has his pass attempt stolen. And here comes Carolina now shorthanded. Teravainen with a good long shot and a blocker save by Hart. Canes just about have killed this one off as the final seconds tick down. Provorov pass up to Farabee. We're back to 5-on-5. Power plays come to an end. Working it through here now. Farabee in the corner. Philadelphia setting back up in the offensive zone. Cycled down low. Played up high. And McEwen hits Slavin, but it's cleared out of the zone. Canes ice it. And we'll get a whistle. 8:59 to go in the first. Ozone face-off coming up now for Philadelphia. Steven, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. Buffalo takes a 1-0 lead over Chicago. I've got Buffalo money line in that game, so hopefully
I've got
that
Buffalo.
continues.
What do I have? I have Buffalo in regulation, and I have team total over 3.5.
Nice. John, what's going on? Welcome in. As
and
another
full game over.
Another save there by Ottinger in the chat. Ronta with the save. John asked about what happened with Ottinger. I didn't see it, so I don't know. John. I know that he left the game with an injury and did not return, but as far as, what that injury is, no word on that yet. Fun Adventures, what's going on? Welcome in. We had to do a commercial break here. It will be an ozone draw for Philly when we get back. And Carolina is still holding on to this 1-goal lead, but the Flyers pressuring hard. Lots of shots here over the last few minutes for Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's the way Philadelphia does it. They just look for shot. Like we hear it all the time. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
But nobody seems to be able to get it through to his teammates his players better than Tortorella. His teams just keep it simple.
Yep.
They don't overdo it or anything like that. Yeah.
Bruins next game, Pablo, is Tuesday night against the Pittsburgh Penguins, and I will be streaming that game. That will be my next live here on the channel. Bruins Penguins on Tuesday night. While we're at the commercial break here, I think it's time for a cheers in the chat. So let's go. We're going to get this bad boy cracked, and we're going to get a cheers in the chat, everybody. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Let's have a great night of hockey, a great stream. Appreciate you being here. Cheers. There we go. Yeah, Andre Palat for the Devils has gone to IR, so we'll see how long he's out. But that's a tough break there for New Jersey, who have started the season pretty darn well.
Yeah, they're starting to look like a team that's got a little more muscle in their game and stuff like that. And losing Palat, that was their biggest thing, was they didn't have any real veterans to show them how to play a two-way style on the ice, right?
Yeah.
And now he's gone,
Yeah.
Which is too bad.
Hopefully that's nothing, super long term.
Yeah. He doesn't get injured very often, if I remember, too. Like, it's not something that happens with Palat too much. If I'll look him up here. Pretty sure. I don't remember him.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's ever been a big, often injured guy. He's been pretty steady in the lineup. PBR, Pablo. 8:44 to go here in the first. Offensive zone faceoff for the Flyers. Kevin Hayes against Derek Stepan in the dot. And that is won back by Stepan.
He's just day-to-day.
Oh, all right. Hopefully he'll be back soon as that deflects into the Carolina bench. And we'll have another faceoff coming up, and this time it's going to be, I believe, in the neutral zone, or at least the linesman wants it in the neutral zone. He and the referee are talking about who that went off of. We'll see what they end up deciding here.
What was I going to say? Yeah, I said it was just day-to-day, and then I forgot. I was going to say something else, but I forgot. Anyway.
Neutral zone draw. Frost gets kicked. That gets taken now off the draw by Carolina. They send it up. Philly has to go back to their own zone to get it. Played now. Along the boards, up through the middle, trying to get a stretch pass into the offensive end, but does not connect. And that is icing against the Flyers. 8:25 to go, and Carolina will get a crack at an offensive zone faceoff.
What I was going to say is, Tortorella, they're out shooting already Carolina 8-4.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't seem like they're out shooting Carolina 8-4.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Early in the period was all Carolina.
Yeah. But they know how to get shots through.
There's a long shot that just goes wide. Pesce keeps it in.
Oh, Philly's going to get a penalty.
Taken out high now at the blue line. Delayed call coming up against Rasmus Ristolainen. Knocked down Martinuk, I believe, in front of the net, as that one gets gloved by Hart and covered up. Delayed penalty gets whistled down, and it's going to be Ristolainen, I believe, to the penalty box here for the interference.
Yeah, that's you got to call that. No doubt about that. I wonder how good Ristolainen's going to get with Tortorella there. Or is he just going to be thrown in the wastebasket?
I think he eventually ends up in the wastebasket, because I think he absolutely stinks.
Oh, he is. He's terrible. But, you know, yeah, a lot of players can be made a lot better with the right coaches. So.
Taking it back now. Gonna redo that face-off. Carolina. Marty Nietzsche to take it. He wins it back right off the draw. Blast by Sveshnikov, blocked high. Isaiah, what is going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Good to have you. As that's dumped all the way down. Cleared there by Philly's PK. Carolina back in their own zone. Played up now through the neutral zone. Trying to get it deep into the offensive end. Kane's on the attack. Moved in front. We're cycling around. Taken away by the Flyers. They pass it to the middle, and they'll get it up and out of the zone as a couple of Flyers bounce off each other. Odd man rush on the turnover shot. And a big save there by Hart, getting a piece of it.
Little keystone to cop action.
Flyers turned into the Bad News Bears for a second there. Falling all over each other. Gives Carolina a 3-on-1, but Hart bails them out. Hart makes another nice save on a one-timer. Canes keep it in the offensive zone here. On the power play for another minute. Putting on some pressure, trying to extend the lead. Back out to the point as we tick under 7 minutes to go here in the first. Played along the half boards. Back out high to the blue line. Burns over now to Sveshnikov, and his shot gets just redirected wide. Burns takes it now. Here's a shot from by the faceoff dot. That one misses to the corner. A lot of Flyers getting in the shooting lanes here as that one's kick saved by Hart. We know how much Tortorella loves blocked shots. Flyers doing that right now. There's another one, a big save by Hart, and the rebound chance gets deflected up into the netting. Nason right on the doorstep. 29 seconds still to go. Now Carolina all of a sudden has 9 shots on goal out of nowhere, and Philadelphia being saved by Carter Hart in goal right now.
D'Angelo and Konechny. That's what it was. Those two. I don't know why I had this. That particular one looked really funny.
It was very funny.
Oh, man.
Justin Braun trying to clear it up. Gets it to Delorier. Delorier gets it by the forechecker and is able to clear it out to Cates. And that's taken all the way down. Now it's stolen by Noah Cates. Spin around shot. And that's blocked on the way through. 10 seconds left to go on this Carolina power play. Phillies almost killed it off. It's brought up ice into the offensive end for the Hurricanes. Move to the middle, and power play comes to an end. We're back to 5-on-5.
I'll tell you what. Carter Hart, he's made some nice saves, but the way he looks compared to last year.
Oh, yeah.
My gosh.
Totally different.
He looks like you can't get it by him this year.
He's playing with a lot more confidence.
Calm, just it's like night and day. So apparently, I heard, I just looked it up actually while you were doing the play-by-play. Sorry.
Some pushing in front of the net here as Carter Hart covers that one up.
It was over for me already.
Oh.
Tortorella, what he does is simple. All he does is he tells the goaltender coach, basically, I only want the goaltender coach talking to the goalie about saving pucks or anything like that. And secondly, the goaltender coach tells him what his goaltender wants, and it doesn't matter what it wants, he gets it.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I mean, that's pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. He's
absolutely
the most important guy in your team. So, you want yellow M&Ms every day? You're done, dude. I'll bring them to you myself.
Go get them. Yep.
I'll wear a feather cap. If you want. Here you go, my son.
Spicy, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. We've gone to our final commercial break now of the first period. Carolina's still with the 1-0 lead. Philadelphia trying to get things going here, but Carter Hart having to make some big saves in goal. Appreciate everybody watching tonight. Please don't forget, really means a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of every team are welcome and wanted here on the channel. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. pretty tight game so far. A good start to this one. And Carolina here trying to take the lead into the intermission. Philadelphia looking to even things up.
Yeah, I wonder what a live under would be right now. This seems like an under to me, right?
Yeah, I mean, so far it definitely does. Both goalies look very good. Minnesota and Detroit is now 1-1. Chicago and Buffalo is now 1-1. St. Louis is taking a lead over Montreal 1-0. So we've got some goals going on around the league here.
Under 5.5 is 1.45. Not sure I like that price.
Yeah,
Nah.
Great value. Offensive zone face-off now for Carolina as we're back from the break. Connecting will have to come in and take it after Hayes gets kicked out. It's one back now. Philadelphia trying to work it up the boards, but Jesper Foss keeps it in. Played down low, trying to get the cycle game going. Martinook in there. Ristolainen and Sealer in there. And big board battle, eventually taken back by Stahl. Trying to work it out in front. Here's a chance. And Jordan Martinook puts it home. Second goal of the game for Carolina as they take the 2-0 lead with just under 5 minutes to go. Martinook on the doorstep, able to push one by Hart, and we have a 2-0 hockey game here.
Yeah. I don't think I can do anything with this one now. I wish I would have took Carolina and Red. But, yeah, what's it? Carter Hart couldn't do much about that. Missed assignments kind of there. Carolina looks like their legs look really good.
Yeah, Sealer just went down and trying to block the pass, and nobody was covering Martinook in front of the net. And as soon as that happened, Martinook just had to get it on goal, and that beats Hart. It is a 2-0 lead now for the Hurricanes. Flyers trying to take it now, dumped into the offensive zone. Ranta rims it up the boards, and Carolina gets it right out. Here's Kotkaniemi. It's dumped in, cross corner, chasing after it is Natchez. It's taken back by Tippett, but then he loses the puck. Canes can't keep possession, though, as Philadelphia gets it out. Tippett up ice. Owen Tippett into the offensive end, trying to pass one through the middle. That gets blocked away. Canes have it now. Svechnikov along the side wall. That's up and off the boards out of the zone. We tick down towards 4 minutes to go here in the first period. Flyers down by a couple. They really need the next goal of this game. You don't want to go down 3-0, especially against Carolina.
Yeah.
McEwen in on the forecheck. Plays it back to the blue line. Provorov, long shot. That deflects in on Ranta, but he makes the save. And we get some pushing and shoving in front of the net as everybody comes together. McEwen trying to get things going with Pesce. Bellows is in there with Brady Shea. And there's a big gathering in front of the net there as we start to get some feistiness in this one. And you know that Philadelphia is looking to inject some energy into this game. McEwen and Delorier, keep an eye on both of them now as they're down 2-0.
Yeah. Yeah, that's McEwen and the McEwen's job there, right?
That's what he's here for.
Yeah.
Stir it up, play physical, get some energy going.
Push back. Let's go. Get her going. Important part of the game. Right?
Yeah, that's what you need these guys for. The guys like McEwen, Delorier, these fourth line guys that, you know, that's exactly what they're here to do, is to, when you're down 2-0 in the game, you got to get some energy going. You put them out there and they rile things up.
Yeah.
Carolina takes it off the draw, deflected out to the neutral zone in front of the benches. Stolen back by the Flyers. They'll carry it up ice over the red line, dumped in by Frost. Bellows will chase as well. Brady Shea plays it up. And we've got a board battle again. Couple guys for each team in there. Eventually Stastny works it up to Nason. And that's back out to the neutral zone and into the Philly end where they'll have to regroup and try to break out again now with 3:25 left in the first. Dumped all the way down. Pass does not connect, and that's going to be icing. And that's not going to make the coach too happy as the Flyers ice the puck there, and it will be another ozone draw coming up for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I don't know. Tortorella uses that to slow down the game and stuff like that. He tells him to ice it. He did it with Columbus all the time.
Yeah.
Puts teams to sleep.
Working it back now. This one gets lifted up, backhanded out of the zone. Back through to neutral ice. Taken into the middle. Here's Aho. Back pass for Jarvis. Jarvis with a shot. That's deflected just over the bar. Trying to work it now. Down low to the corner. Played there. Teravainen bounces one in front. They're trying to find the puck. It's along the side of the net. And now Bellows is getting into it with Jarvis. And we got another big scrum going here. Bellows and Jarvis come together. And now Teravainen gets in there. Burns comes in from the point. Bellows is trying to get at Teravainen now. Tippett's in there. Everybody, all five coming through. As we get another big scrum down in the corner. Jarvis and D'Angelo getting into it. And Flyers trying to really get this thing heated up here. And doing a good job of it. It's every whistle now. Everyone's starting to push and shove.
Yeah.
Some unlikely characters getting involved in that one. Bellows, Jarvis, Aho. Like, not guys that are usually getting involved with post-whistle stuff. It's skill players going at it.
I think Bellows was pretty much the guy that started there, and he just got picked off for waivers. So he probably talked to Tortorella and said, "How do I stay in the lineup?"
Start
stuff like
some
that.
shit. Yeah. Tippett was in there. Teravainen in there.
Yeah, get into the net into Carter Hart's face, and or in Philly's case, like, they're not going to let anything go. And Philadelphia doesn't need any excuse to get some gloves in your face.
No,
for sure.
Definitely not. This isn't Alain Vigneault's Flyers anymore. This is John Tortorella's Flyers.
Yeah. I'm back to, like, I was a Philly fan all the way through, but I didn't like Philly. You know, you don't. I didn't like watching them play. Like, what the hell is this? This isn't why I became a Philadelphia Flyers fan. I became a Philadelphia Flyers fan because of Rick Tocchet, Berube, guys like that. And that's what I want to see. And now I love to see this again. Love to see it again.
Yeah.
I love that. It's the reason why I love Tortorella.
And I'm glad Alain Vigneault is gone, because I can't stand Vigneault.
When he was with the Rangers, I kind of was okay. And then he went to Vancouver, and I was like, oh, dude, this guy is plastic as hell, right? Doesn't he seem like he's just plastic? Like he's not genuine or real or something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So out of all of that, Carolina gets a 2-minute power play. Looks like there were 1 penalty against the Canes, 2 against the Flyers. So it's a late period power play here for Carolina. Into the offensive zone, there's a shot fired wide. And that's back out to the blue line. Nason keeps it in. Canes trying to work it around. Justin Braun backhands up the boards. And that's cleared by Philly's PK all the way down. 1.5 to go on the power play. 2:25 left in the first. Steve, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. Great to see you in the chat. Carolina moves it now through the neutral zone. Into the offensive end. Back out here to Nason. He passes that one off. Now it's out high. Pesci with it. Trying to work it through. Marty Necas with a shot and a great glove save there by Hart. As he grabs that one with 2:05 left in the period, it will be an ozone draw for Carolina, looking to extend the lead. Malika, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Great to have you. Great save right there. Nason on the doorstep. Donnog, what's going on? Great to have you in the chat. Thanks so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. One back now, setting up in the offensive zone. And that one works itself right back out to neutral ice. Trying to work it back now in the defensive zone. Jarvis takes it behind the net. Only 50 seconds left on this power play for Carolina. Haven't done much with it yet. Into the offensive zone. That one's stolen away by Lawton. And it's cleared again by the Flyers as they dump that one all the way down. Ronto will play it over for Kotkaniemi. Down, worked out high. Played, kept in by Coughlin. Working it around. Taken to the corner. Back to the point. Played here. Coughlin over. Back again. And that one's poked away as he went for the one-timer. Cleared down again. And under 10 seconds left on this Carolina power play. Looks like Philly's going to kill it off as the Canes try and carry it up ice. Brought over the red line. Dumped into the offensive zone by Chatfield. Back to even strength. It's 5-on-5. Carolina still unsuccessful on the power play as this one gets worked around. Martinook in the corner. Under a minute left to go in this first period. My pick for biggest surprise this season is the team playing right here, the Philadelphia Flyers. Everybody had them pegged as a last place team this year, and they come out and they're 5-2 to start the season. Definitely did not see that coming. I would have been I would have expected 2-5, not 5-2.
Yeah. I don't know. I said that I had them lost too. I'm not going to lie, but I was always like, you just never know with Tortorella. You just never know. You never know what he's going to.
Buzzer there, and that's going to do it as the first period comes to an end.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to hold on, but again, you never know. Tortorella.
Yeah. So that brings us to the end of the first period here. Carolina with a couple goals, the only goals of the game, as we have 20 minutes down, 40 minutes of action still to go. And definitely not the period the Flyers were looking for on home ice, but still a lot of hockey left to be played in this one. Canes with the 2-0 lead. And obviously we're going to have some time now to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for this second to begin. Appreciate everybody being here. Please don't forget, it helps the channel a ton if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. Just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. We got a great special guest on tonight. It's Perlo Wisdom. His channel is at the pinned at the top of the chat. If you want to check out his channel, he's almost to 1,000 subscribers. And we're going to be covering the game here tonight. Very good start for Carolina, up 2-0 after getting really embarrassed by the Islanders last night. Very uncharacteristic blowout loss for the Canes. They come back ready to go tonight in Philly.
Yeah, I kind of thought that was likely to be the case. It's the only game I didn't put anything on, but I was definitely leaning Carolina after that loss to the Islanders. They actually could have won that game. The second period they just got bumbly, unlike very un-Carolina like. So
yeah,
it's disappointing. But you got anytime with the Islanders is starting to realize that anytime you got Sorokin in net, you got a chance. That kid is something else, right?
Oh, he's been unbelievable this season. Definitely one of the top goalies that hasn't gotten a whole lot of help in front of him. Although I guess recently the Isles have been winning and have been playing better, but Sorokin, even when they were losing early in the season, was still playing outstanding in goal. And now they're starting to put some wins on the board. And again, a team that you can't count out. It feels like you can say that about almost anybody in the Eastern Conference. There's very few Eastern teams that you can count out because the standings are so tight right now and everybody's kind of so close to each other. I'm
really kind of like, before the season, I had Ottawa a lot lower than most people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I probably hit that one on. Their defense is just it's not good.
And now they've got guys injured on the back end too. Yeah. So
Zub losing Zub is huge.
It's getting even worse defensively there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Forsberg, he's a gamer, but not elite, so. It's too. They're going to be a great team, but it's not this year. I don't think.
Yeah,
What was your
Vancouver won a couple games in a row now, finally getting in the win column, and man, it took a little while, but they finally seem to have got that fire lit under their asses, and that they're actually going to play real hockey.
Yeah, yeah. What's what they get it over Seattle, and then they keep that fire going for Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Now, what's that fire going to be like the next game and the next game? And again, we were just talking about defense. They did bring Bear, so that'll be interesting. You heard that today, I imagine.
Yeah, he'll actually get a chance to play, it looks like, in Vancouver, because he's
Oh yeah,
certainly an upgrade over some of the guys that the Canucks have been playing.
oh yeah, Burrows and
Yeah.
jeez. So yeah,
Pullman.
he'll definitely Tucker Pullman. 2.5 million they gave that guy. Jeez. I couldn't believe that when he was in Winnipeg and I heard that on the Sirius radio, Tucker Pullman. I was like, okay, Vancouver grabbed a little depth guy or whatever. 2.5 million. What? Couldn't believe it. That was crazy.
Yeah, Steve, Carter Hart's playing outstanding so far this season. The first goal he let in tonight was a bit of a weak one, but overall, he's been outstanding so far. If we look at his numbers, his goals against and save percentage, he's been one of the top goalies in the NHL so far. 947 save percentage with a 5-0-0 record. Goals against average right at 2. Obviously, those stats are not including tonight's game. But the only other time that I can really remember Carter Hart being at this great of a level was the 2019-2020 season, where he played really well before the wheels kind of fell off in 2021. But that last season that Philadelphia was, really good and made the playoffs, the bubble where they ended up in the bubble, and he played well there too. But I mean, that season he had a 2.42 goals against and a 914 save percentage back in 2019-2020. If he can keep up playing the way that he's been to start this season, this will be Carter Hart's best NHL season if he can keep this up, because he has been absolutely fantastic through the first few weeks of this year.
And I think he will. I think he'll keep it up. I don't know what was going on before with the other coaches or whatever, but maybe it's just pure maturity. It had nothing to do with anything to do with that. It's just he just hit his mature point and he's ready to go. But there's been times when he's looked like he does right now, where he looks calm, but I don't think to this level. Like, he just looks like he's meant to be here now.
Yeah. And, certainly a lot different than the last couple of years.
Last year, for sure. Yeah. I think there was like Tortorella said it, right? There was a lot of crap going on in that room.
Yeah.
And that's terrible for a goaltender, for drama in the room and all that. And like, they're supposed to keep their emotions like
stable and in check. Yeah.
So.
Hey, James, what's going on? Welcome in. Andrew, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. Good to have you guys here. We're at the first intermission. Carolina with the 2-0 lead. And still 40 minutes of hockey to go. Philadelphia is not out of this. Philadelphia has been known to have some comebacks in them so far this season. I watched them do it against Vancouver early in the year. They did it against Florida. There's probably been some others that I can't remember off the top of my head, but Philly's never been out of games this year. They've always kind of kept themselves in it and have shown the ability to come back. So Carolina's got to keep the foot on the pedal in the second. If they try and sit back and think that they can just hold the lead, Philly's going to give them some problems.
Yeah, I don't think so. You just named two teams. Florida, they're just figuring out their new defense and all that kind of stuff like that. And Vancouver, well, it's Vancouver. I mean, everybody comes back on Vancouver except for Pittsburgh last night. But So I just can't. This is a lot tougher task.
Yeah.
Did they come back on San Jose too? No, they lost that game, right? Yeah, they lost that game.
Yeah.
The last game of the road trip. But this is a little different here for sure.
Will McDavid hit 50 goals? He certainly has a good shot to. Before the season, I predicted him for 48. I thought he was going to have a. Yeah, I predicted 48 goals for McDavid.
That's an interesting number.
And he had 44, I believe, last year. I knew that he was going to score more than last season, but I didn't know by how much. But with the way that he started this season, it certainly looks like he should definitely, as long as he stays healthy, should have no problem hitting 50.
Yeah, if he's selfish. And he's, you know what I mean? Like if he's selfish and shoots, the good kind of selfish, not passing the puck. That's what he does too often sometimes, is pass it off.
Yeah, well, he said that he wanted to be more of a shooter this year. And so far, he's certainly lived up to that. He's got, how many goals does he have already? He's up to 8 already? Yeah, 8 goals, 7 assists for 15 points. 8 goals in the first 2.5 weeks of the season. I think McDavid's got a good shot to hit 50 this season for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, if he keeps on going like that, for sure. If he keeps on shooting like that, his shot is so underrated. Like his whole rest of his game is so amazing. People forget how good of a wrist shot he's got. It's like, it's crazy.
He's such a great playmaker that you lose sight of how good of a scorer he is because of how good of a playmaker he is.
And not only that, a lot of his goals are breakaways because he just deked through 3 people.
Yeah.
Right?
And he's faster than everybody else with the puck on his stick. So once he gets by, like, he's gone. And it's a breakaway every time.
Yeah. He's I've never seen a guy that skilled. And now a lot of that has to do with the equipment and the speed of the game and all that kind of stuff like that, right? I mean, I imagine if Lemieux and Gretzky were around today, it would be about the same. But because of the advancements in everything, I've never seen a guy who can skate that fast and stick handle and stuff like he does. Maybe Pavel Bure might be the closest.
Yeah, I was just thinking about Bure, and imagine if prime Pavel Bure played in today's NHL. How, what he could do and the speed that he could play the game with.
Oh man, that would have been insane. Like he played in an era where there was a lot of clutch and grab too, right? So his points don't even really, it's kind of jaded because he played in that era and he still kicked butt. Like he was incredible. Love that guy. If he played today, I would say he'd be the best winger in the game.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, just his ability to blow by guys and just pure straight ahead speed that he had. Imagine that in a league where you're not allowed to hook, you're not allowed to hold, you can't grab the way that they could back in the 90s. Like, he'd be up and down the ice before anybody else could even see where he was.
Oh yeah, his speed when he got going from the defensive zone and he started barreling, man, it was like even on TV, it was so impressive. It was just like what? Oh yeah, compared to everybody else in that day. Like there was nobody close with the speed on the sticks. Solani was fast, but he didn't stick handle like Bure did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're getting ready here for the start of period 2. We'll see if Carolina holds the lead or if we get some sort of comeback here from Philadelphia. It's going to be an interesting second period, a very important second period for both of these teams. Hey, John with the 10. Let's get some dono hype in the chat. John drops a 10 on the stream. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. That is awesome, my friend. Check your time zones, Andrew. Everything here is based on Eastern time, so if you're not in Eastern time, then you'll have to make the adjustment yourself.
Yeah, so it's 8 o'clock there.
Yes, it is 8 p.m. here right now. 8:04 to be exact.
We still got daylight here, 6 o'clock.
Wow. No, it's been dark here for a couple hours.
It won't be long before we'll be dark like we're already, not daylight, we're dusk already at 6. It won't be long before 5 o'clock, it's dark here. That's what makes it kind of hard for this Western road trip for teams. It's a really weird feeling coming to a place that's dark by 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's something like, especially if you're not used to it, but even if you are, people's mood change here when as it starts getting darker. It's killer in the summer,
Yeah.
you know, but I think, like, if you come here and if a team comes here and they're like, you know, from California or something like that, you really got to keep your purposely keep your spirits up, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because hitting dark at 5, I don't know, it's a weird thing. It's really weird. It really throws a person off.
Oh, it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah, you don't have that there, do you?
In the winter, yeah, it's dark at like 4:30 here in the winter. When we get into like December and January, it's dark by before 5 o'clock. It definitely sucks.
I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that in Boston it was the same as here, because you're not quite as north as we are, right? So I didn't think you were. Anyways, I could be wrong. Maybe if you go up there, but really, I didn't know that.
No, we're not as far north, but no, it gets dark really like December and early January. It is dark. Like, I mean, I remember what I would get home from school, and you'd barely have any time, and it would already be dark out even when you just got home from school. And like, it's weird because in the summer it's light out till like 9 p.m. You got all these hours and hours and hours of daylight, and then in the winter it's the exact opposite.
Yeah, we're light out till like 11 summer sometimes.
Wow, that's later than us.
For a week, but that's weird because you're dark about the same as us. I don't think I don't know, I'll have to watch, but yeah, you're dark about the same as us. So it's the same there. Now, the funny thing is, I don't remember being like that in Toronto. Toronto didn't get that dark Toronto didn't get as dark as we did as early as we did. So that's weird. But if you got to go from each province, Calgary, Winnipeg, so it's one thing just to go into Boston, it's dark, and then you move on, right? But would Detroit be the same way then? Yeah, it would, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I've never been that far west, so.
Probably not. It's just how far east you are, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how it is in Detroit as far as when it gets dark. I know they're still on Eastern time, but they're much further west as far as, laterally where they are. So it might not be as dark as early there.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that maybe Boston, because Boston's one of the few places as well that it's dark that early. But yeah, but here, like I said, everywhere you go, if you do the Western road trip, you're in darkness for like a week.
Yeah.
So that's why that Western road trip is so hard, and it's cold. So
especially if you're doing that Western trip in like January, it's a cold, long, dark trip.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So we got kind of an advantage that way, I guess, because we're used to it. Sort of like Colorado with their what's it called? I was just gonna say
altitude.
That's not altitude, not their evolution. Altitude, yeah. They have that advantage. But
All right, we're getting ready to drop this puck for the second period here. Yeah, the Coyotes arena situation is definitely interesting, Steve. But honestly, the players didn't seem to mind it too much. Blake Wheeler had nothing but good things to say after the game last night. And I think a lot of players share the same sentiment that they'd rather play in front of 5,000 people, but a full building of 5,000 people, than play in front of 10,000 people when it's supposed to be 18,000 and the building's half empty. So I think they'd take the smaller arena but the full crowd, and the atmosphere is just better than only playing in front of half an arena. And that's, most of the players have all shared that sentiment.
Yeah, I've heard about this idea that the away players are going to be all mad, and I'm like, you don't know hockey players, man. Hockey players don't give a crap.
Yeah, I don't think they really care.
We grew up playing in outdoor huts and stuff. Maybe not these kids. Maybe not these kids though. I don't know. Yeah, they have outdoor rinks everywhere. You got a hut and a heater.
Yeah.
You're not gonna. I don't think there's too many guys that are gonna be like, oh my. I doubt it.
So we're underway here. Second period, going to be an offensive zone faceoff now for Philadelphia after the icing. And they need a big second here, trying to claw back into this game, down by a couple of goals. J-Dub, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks so much for coming by. Good to have you in the chat. Appreciate it. We're working it out now. And that's moved to the middle. And offsides, Flyers entering the zone. So we'll get a whistle and another stoppage here. 44 seconds into this second period. So a bit of a choppy start to the second. Gordon, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Welcome to the chat. Chad, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. Trying to work it back now from the center dot. It's played up. Canes dump it in. Going back to get it. Excuse me, is Provorov. Worked around the boards. Along the sidewall here. Everybody digging for it. Jarvis trying to kick it to his stick. Provorov knocks him off the puck. Flyers take it up now and will clear the zone. Here's D'Angelo jumping into the play. Trying to feather a pass through. Konechny looking backdoor. Farabee can't get it on goal. Taken out now. Here come the Hurricanes up ice. Into the offensive end. Top of the circle. Shot blocked. Konechny backhands it out. All the way down it goes. And Pesce will touch up the icing. 18:36 left in the second. Ozone draw coming for the Canes as they look to add to the lead. 18:36 to go. This one gets taken back. Played there at the red line. Flyers dump it in. Worked around below the goal line. And it's taken now by Shea. Pass over. Up and out now. Svechnikov can't clear the zone. Kept in here by Philadelphia. Here's Frost looking for something to open up. Back to the point. Ristolainen's blast. Ranta makes the save. Risto steps up, but the Canes chuck it out of the zone. Frost brings it now back over the blue line into the offensive end. Feathered through the middle. Knocked down. McEwen plays off a leg. Top of the circle there. Shot deflected up into the netting. Bellows with the opportunity. And just over 2 minutes into the second, we'll get another stoppage and an ozone draw coming for the Flyers. So Carolina having some issues getting the puck out of their zone here. Svechnikov looked a little shaken up on that play.
Yeah, well, hopefully that's nothing.
Carolina can't afford to lose him.
No. Oh, I think that's... Oh, was it deflected?
Taken back now. That one deflected just wide of the goal. And up and out of play. This is going to be delay a game, says the linesman. Yeah. As that puck is thrown up and over the glass there by Paul Stastny. And Philadelphia is going to get a crack on the power play. A big chance here to try and get this back to a one-goal game. Power play opportunity. We'll see what the Flyers can do with it early here in the second. And this is where the Flyers have been making, taking the advantage of their opportunities a lot. Yeah.
In situations like this, they've been hitting almost all the time. So we'll see if they're able to keep that going.
That's played a big part in the reason they're 5-2 to start this year.
Right.
We'll see what they can do here. 2-minute power play with Stastny in the box. Ozone face-off. Teams lining up, getting ready. And this is one back by Philadelphia as they look to set up shop. Cycle down low, looking for a play in front to the backhand. Can't get the shot off. Hayes takes possession, though, behind the net. Flyers still on the attack. Work to the half wall, now to the top of the circle. Tippett to Konechny, back to Tippett. Throws it through the middle, nobody home. And Carolina gets to that loose puck and will send it all the way down. Hart leaves it now for D'Angelo. Still a minute and a half left on the power play. Played to Tippett. He'll carry up ice. Looking for something to open up. Over the red line. Backhand chip in. Burns knocks it down. And that's cleared all the way down again by Carolina.
Oh.
And now to the offensive zone. Played to the corner. Kind of work it up. Move to the middle. And here's a shorthanded chance now up ice. Here comes Carolina. Teravainen. It's poked away by Tippett on the back check. Teravainen definitely looked tired there. He did not have all his legs for that one.
No.
They head off for the line change. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Taken up now over the red line. And Carolina steals again. All right, not much going here on this power play. Taken back now, and we get a whistle. Neutral zone face-off coming up. Just 36 seconds remaining here for Philly to try and get something going. And they really haven't gotten much going yet with this advantage. Carolina's looked good on the PK.
Yep, yeah, Carolina's just playing a good, solid Carolina game. No doubt about that. Not making mistakes, unlike yesterday.
Yeah.
Nancy Island.
Definitely. Drop back here. Vernon, what's up, my friend? Welcome in. Thanks so much for coming by. Great to have you in the chat. Really appreciate it. Long shot from the point. Deflects wide. Looks like nobody really saw that one. And finally, the loose puck again sent all the way down by the Canes. 16 minutes to go here in the second period. Final seconds ticking off the Philadelphia power play. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey as the puck is regrouped. Flyers carry up now. Canes still hold the 2-0 lead. Worked into the corner. Down low, Coughlin. He's chased. Chatfield gets it up. And it's out of the zone now. Cleared. And Carolina dumps it deep. Working down low. Hart with it. Plays it to his D-man. That's Sanheim. He gets checked but gets it over to the near side. And up now McEwen. Pass to the middle. Can't get it out of the zone. Ristolainen has to chase. Sends it over to Sanheim. Sanheim up the boards. Again, not out of the zone. And finally, third time's the charm. Philadelphia clears. Coughlin goes back to get it. 15-12 left in the second. Work down, taken here over the red line. Wade Allison steals up into the offensive end. Pass into the middle. Trying to find Sedlak, but it's poked away by the Canes. And Carolina can get a line change here as Justin Braun passes it back up. Allison into the offensive end. Fires a shot off the skate of Slavin. Gets it back in the corner. Pressured to the end wall. Trying to work in front. Here's Delorier. Scores! Nick Delorier puts one home, and it's a big fourth line goal for the Flyers. It's a 2-1 game, and they're right back in it within one.
Yeah, just what I was saying. Like, these are the spots that they've been hitting at. Like, right when they need it, they're right there.
Philly gets on the board as they take advantage of the turnover and cycling the puck down low. Allison plays it through to Sedlak. Sedlak with a great one-touch pass to Delorier in front, and a breakdown in coverage as nobody covers Delorier. He puts it by Ronta, and we've got ourselves a 2-1 hockey game. As it's played now through the neutral zone. Carolina back into the offensive end. Foss gets knocked off the puck. Here's Martinuk with it. Cycles it around. Back to the blue line. Long shot there. That deflects wide. Long shot again. That's high and off glass. Flyers get to it. Taking the hit to get it out. And that's dumped in by Bellows. Hayes chasing in the corner. Konechny tries to get in, but the Canes move the puck past him. Knocked down now by Ristolainen, who sends it back deep. Burns looks to send it up the wall. The Flyers keep it in. Here's Bellows back trying to find Konechny. Sanheim down low. Hayes. Hayes loses it. Race for the puck. Konechny gets there first, and we're going to get a stoppage. And I think it's a penalty here against Carolina as we head to the commercial break. And Philadelphia is going to be back on the power play when we come back.
Here they go again. Here they go again.
Talk about the game not being over and the Flyers always being in it.
Yeah. It's just, they're finding ways all the time. They're playing loose, hitting their spots. You know, they never feel like they're out of it. They don't look like they're gripping their sticks tight or anything. Magician. Unlike, say, like a team like Toronto, where it looks like they're gripping their sticks so tight they can't even.
Yeah.
Holy crap! The Blackhawks have just gone 3-1 on the Sabres with only 11.
Jesus!
With only 11 shots.
That is King. Throw that Sabres money line away.
I don't know about that. Sabres about shot him 23-11, and they got Soderblom in. So I still could see them coming back here. But
God,
I think
how does Buffalo do that against Chicago of all teams?
Well, 11 shots. That means Andrew. It doesn't mean that, I guess, but it's only 11 shots. 3 goals on 11 shots.
That's brutal.
On the other side of the ledger, I thought the Wild and Red Wings would be over for sure.
Yeah, I had the over on that game. Looks like another loss there.
Yeah, the Wild have 21 shots on Husso and they can't score, and Red Wings have 18 shots on Gustafsson. Jeez.
Husso got lit up by Boston Thursday.
Yeah. He comes back playing better here. I actually had the over a little bit on the over in the Maple Leafs Kings game, me too. Just simply because Quick, and now all of a sudden he's going to start stopping pucks now.
All 3 afternoon games go over, and now all the night games have barely any scoring.
Yeah.
Taken now, working it out high. Provorov trying to cycle this one. Played there to Cates. Power play here for Philadelphia. Second period action, trying to tie this game. I have no idea, Steve, but it's a lot. There has been a lot of blown 2-0 leads this year. 2-goal leads in general. There's been a lot of blown leads. I mean, unless you want to go back day by day and look at box scores, I don't think there's anyone actually tracking that. But it's definitely a high number. Played around now, kept in there, and past Tippett as Carolina clears all the way. Down to get it, 1.5 minutes to go on the power play. Played down below the goal line. 13:20 to go here in the second. Up the boards. Taken with some speed into the offensive end. Working that one through below the goal line. Taken by Shea. Knocked down there by Hayes. Kept in the offensive zone. Flyers looking to set up. To the blue line, D'Angelo over to the top of the far circle. Played to the half boards, trying to get it back to D'Angelo, but that's knocked down. Carolina sends it up the wall, but it's kept by Hayes. 1 minute to go on the power play. 12:50 left here in the second. Down, puck's in the corner, back to D'Angelo. Pass over to the far side, into the middle now. Konechny feathers one through, shot, and they score! Owen Tippett puts it home. 5-hole on Ranta, and this game is tied. It's a 2-2 contest with 12:42 still to go in period 2.
Unbelievable.
Philadelphia with 2 goals in the second period comes back from 2-0 down and ties this one up. And that is a big goal to for the Flyers, as we have another comeback here for Philadelphia to even this thing, and it's a brand new hockey game now with just over half the game to go.
Yep.
Taken down now into the corner. Trying to work this one around. Played up the boards. Cleared by everybody. Carolina chases. And no icing as they win the race. Carter Hart's got to hold the post there. Chance out in front. Hart with another huge save. A loose puck, and it's finally covered in front. And we'll get a whistle here.
I was so close there.
Wow, 12:22 to go in the second. Great opportunity for Carolina. But it stays 2-2 as Carter Hart keeps the puck out. Wow. Everybody trying to find that loose puck in the crease, but Hart able to keep it out of the back of the net. Eventually covers it. And it'll be an ozone face-off for the Hurricanes. Axie, what is going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for coming by. Yes, I watched that game. That was a great game between Ottawa and Florida. Hope you had a fun time. Thank you so much for being here. Great to have you in the chat. Really appreciate it. As we get a long shot from the point. That's deflected. Puck is loose. Hart thought he had it. He didn't, but Carolina can't put it in the net. And McEwen doesn't get it out of the zone. Sealer now in the corner, trying to find a pass. Nothing there. Heavy forecheck from the Canes. They work it out in front. Here's Slavin with a shot that gets blocked. McEwen gets in the way of that one. Behind the net. Trying to work this one around. Down low. Pass out in front. Nothing there. And Hart, again, having to hold the post. Everybody jamming for the puck. Finally taken by Bellows, who's just going to lift it up and out of the zone over everybody. Into the Carolina end. No icing as Slavin chases. McEwen all over him. Trying to get it on the forecheck. Lawton off the bench lands a good hit. McEwen dumps it deep, and Lawton plays it in the corner. 11:20 to go here in the second. Cycling now offensive zone. Cates trying to get it through. Played back now to D'Angelo. That goes off of Ronta's pad and out. Nobody able to get to it. Then he has to hold the post. A good short side chance there for the Flyers. Carolina finally clears. Natchez with it now. He'll dump it cross corner. Aho finds the puck. Trying to throw it in front. And we got a penalty call coming up. Interference against the Flyers. Going to put Carolina back to the power play. And we'll see if they can use this to try and get their lead back. It's going to be an interference penalty. Chris Rooney with the call. Flyers player didn't like it, but Rooney sends him to the box, and it will be a Canes power play here, trying to get the lead again after blowing the 2-0 advantage.
Yeah, 21-13 shots. If any team's going to come back, like, I don't know, I just feel like Carolina's still going to come through on this one, but Philadelphia, they're just playing so loose. Like they're getting every good opportunity goes in right now.
Played back now. Kane setting up in the offensive zone. Here's Svechnikov with it to the corner. Back to him by the faceoff circle. He loses it to the corner, plays it up the wall. Kept in by Burns at the point. Over now, Marty Necas with a blast that goes high over the bar. Kept in again, though. Canes have it. Cycle down low. Puck in the corner. Trying to work this one around. Lift it up. And out of the zone, pass Burns. He'll regroup in neutral ice. 25 seconds, or 10:25 left here in the second. 1:25 left on the power play as it's brought in. Canes have it, setting up shop in the offensive zone. Top of the circle. Now Svechnikov with a good shot. Save there by Hart. That was a quality save, and that gets sent all the way down the ice. Ronta quickly sends it back up. Canes to the offensive attack, but they can't gain possession, and that's cleared out. Flyers send it all the way down. Halfway through this game. Moved up, caught Kaniemi into the offensive zone. Drops it for Stastny over to the far side circle. Played at the faceoff dot. Redirected in front right off the post. What a chance. And now back the other way. Here comes Sedlak. Short-handed for Philly. Driving in. Looking for a backdoor play, but nothing's there. And then the net gets knocked off as Kotkaniemi on the back check goes sliding into the post. And that's going to lead to a whistle and a face-off coming up with 9:35 to go in the period. 37 seconds left on the Carolina power play. And still a 2-2 hockey game.
Yeah, Sedlak they brought over from Columbus that played for Tortorella there at one time. And that's what he does. You got a lot of guys like that.
Yep.
They're not great defensively. They're not going to put up great points, but there is value in just driving to the net and, getting your team riled up. And that's what those guys do.
Definitely a Tortorella type player for sure. Taken now below the goal line. Carolina wins the draw. They'll have time for another rush up ice. Still 30 seconds to work with on the advantage. That one turned over at the blue line, and the Flyers clear it again. Looking great on the penalty kill. Coughlin with it now. 15 seconds to go. One last rush for Carolina through the neutral zone into the offensive end. Trying to work this one around. Delorier can't get that one up the wall. Chance out in front there. Carter Hart going to make a save on the backhand attempt for Jarvis. And we'll get a stoppage with exactly 9 minutes to go in the second. 2 seconds left on the power play. It will be an ozone face-off for the Hurricanes. But Philly is a couple seconds away from killing this one off. LA has taken a 2-1 lead over the Leafs. And St. Louis has taken a 3-1 lead over Montreal.
No, 3-2 now.
Oh, Montreal gets one back.
No.
Wow, high-scoring game there.
The only one I don't play the over.
Yeah, of course. I don't have anything on that game.
I have Blues and Reg.
Trying to work it around now behind the net. Martinook pressured there. Power play's over. Braun and Martinook pressuring in the corner. Back to 5-on-5. And Philadelphia's killed off the penalty. Played here by the Canes, back in their own zone. McEwen finishes his check, but Carolina skates it up ice. Here's Brady Shea through the middle. That one just goes off a skate wide. Carter Hart comes across, gets a pad on that one. Worked out now. Gotten back by McEwen. He'll skate it out of the zone for the Flyers and dump it into the Canes' end. And no icing. As Bellows comes in, lands a hit on Stahl in the corner. Philly keeps it in the attacking end for now. Pesce pressured down low. Knocks a guy down, takes the puck, works it up the wall, but can't get it by everybody. And finally, it's chipped out now to the neutral zone. And back to the Philly end. 8 minutes remaining here in the second. Played across, lifted up over the red line. That one gets knocked down, though, by Aho. Flyers trying to clear their zone. Canes get it deep. Natchez comes in against Sealer. Svechnikov steals the puck, back to Natchez. Long shot by Slavin. That one gets knocked down, though, and cleared out by Philly. Flyers have it now. Allison. Slavin. Long pass up as he gets checked. Deflected into the offensive zone. No icing. Hart leaves it for Ristolainen. 7:15 to go in the second. Flyers lift it to neutral ice. Taken by Delorier over the red line. He dumps it in. Forecheck commences. And we got a whistle here with 7:04 left. And it looks like we're going to have another penalty call coming up.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Where the call was, it was for slashing.
I didn't either.
But,
not sure.
I think it was against Carolina, too.
Yes, it was. Philadelphia back to the power play when we come back from this commercial break.
Wow.
Didn't see it happen live, but the Flyers will be on the power play when we are back from this commercial stoppage. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Great to have you here tonight. Please don't forget, really means a lot if you get that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. Just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. Really appreciate everyone being here tonight. And we got Perlo Wisdom as a guest on the stream. So if you guys want to check out Perlo's channel, it's linked at the top of the chat in the pinned comment. And he's getting close to 1,000 subscribers, so would love to have you check him out.
21 more. 21 more, I think. So yeah, it's just such an interesting here. Tortorella basically does the same thing he did in Columbus, but
Yep.
he's not really slowing down the game like he did in Columbus though yet. We'll see what happens later. But remember in Columbus, like they used to ice it more than anybody I'd ever seen. Like they
Yep.
didn't care. They just ice it. And he's not doing that much now. Maybe if Philly's legs start looking tired as the season goes on or something, they'll do that. But
Yep.
they got great jump. And it's unbelievable to see this team doing this well when you look at their team on paper. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, they shouldn't be good, but they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty wild for sure. All right, we are back from the commercial break. It is Kotkaniemi in the penalty box for slashing, and it's an offensive zone face-off coming now for the Flyers as they get set up on the man advantage. And Carolina wins the draw back defensively. Going to get a chance for an early clear. They get to the blue line, but not out. Hayes keeps it in, and the Flyers set up. Long shot there. Nice pad save by Ronta. Taken now. Down in the corner, played up the wall, over everybody, off glass and out. Good clear by the Canes. Ticking now under 7 minutes to go in the second. Wow, 3-1 Kings now. Good to see that.
Yeah, the Canadians have come back on the Blues. Crazy. 3-3.
Wow. Brought up now into the offensive zone. And that's cleared out. Taken now by D'Angelo as he'll regroup. 6:20 to go here in the second. Over the red line into the offensive zone. Tip it with it. Back to the blue line. Tip it. Over to Hayes. Hayes. On the near side wall. Sends it back, but that's stolen away. Read that perfectly there by Teravainen. And it's cleared all the way down by the Hurricanes. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Yoshi Bros, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to have you here. Appreciate it. We got 40 seconds left on the Philly power play. 5:42 to go in the second. Into the offensive zone. 2-2 hockey game. That one's chipped up and out of play. We'll get a whistle and a face-off on the way. So we get a stoppage here. And Carolina with 2 goals in the first period. Flyers with 2 goals here in the second. And all of a sudden, we've got ourselves a tied hockey game. This one looks like it's going to be close right down to the end. That's kept in at the point. Like played over. Taken down low. Back to the blue line. Flyers still have it. 25 seconds left. Frost with a back pass. Trying to get a shot off. Farabee back to Provorov. Long shot gets blocked. Here come the Canes. Short-handed. Stepan will just throw that down and head off for the line changes. Hart leaves it behind the net. 5:10 left here. Played up through the neutral zone. Cap, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Great to have you in the chat. Power play is over. Canes kill off another one, and it remains a 2-2 hockey game. Now as we tick under 5 minutes to go. And that puck deflects up and out of play. We'll get a whistle with 4:52 and a face-off coming up. Looks like Derek Stepan headed down the locker room. He blocked that shot on the penalty kill, and it looks like he's in some discomfort.
Derek Stepan, yeah. Fairly replaceable, but he'll probably be all right. Take so many shots off the foot. Oh. It's the weirdest feeling. Like you never totally get used to it, but you know that it's going to go away. But it's weird. Like you have so much pain. You figure, I'd have so much pain that for sure I broke my foot. Like the first couple times.
Yeah.
You play slap shots and you block shots and you come off and like within 3-4 minutes you're like, oh, it's nothing. Not even a bruise. Man, does that hurt. Get used to it a bit, but never totally.
Yeah, Leafs continuing to have some trouble on their road trip here now in LA, down in that game. And it's been a very mediocre start for Toronto, and it hasn't been the goaltending that's been the problem. I mean, when going into the season, if I thought there was one thing that was going to sink the Maple Leafs, it was going to be the goaltending. But Samsonov's actually played extremely well for the most part this season.
Yeah.
There's just a big lack of scoring right now from the Leafs.
Yeah, I don't know what to put on that. I don't know. Like Matthews, did he even score tonight yet? Like, what's he have? 1 goal or something?
I mean, Yoshi Bros, Keefe's seat has got to be starting to feel a little hot, I would think. If there's ever a team that might make a quick change if things really start to go south, it's Toronto. And again, they cannot afford to. I mean, they can't lose tonight and tomorrow in Anaheim. Like, if they lose to the Ducks, that would be a brutal, brutal loss. I can't imagine Keefe surviving that.
Even if it's a back-to-back, like the Ducks look absolutely horrid.
Yeah.
There's no way you can. Gibson looks like he's just doesn't have anything left.
Yeah.
He looks exasperated and overworked. It's just they got to fire the coach there. Not even. Oh my gosh, the Canadians just.
Wow.
4-3 Canadians.
Big pile forward along the boards here. Eventually the puck comes out. Philadelphia takes it over the red line. Tippett dumps it in. And down in the corner, playing it around. 4:0 to 08 left to go. That chips up into the netting. We'll get a whistle. Leafs do get one back. It's 3-2. Engvall scores. Still, where are the big guns? Like, where's Matthews, Marner, Tavares? Like, these guys have been way too quiet so far this year.
Yeah, it's perplexing for sure. I mean, they never had a problem with offense at all last year. And just for it to dry up like this, and they're not even getting shots. Like they're not even really getting shots. That's the thing. They're not even in it the way they're not even playing the way they are. Maybe is he trying to get them to play? Honestly, I haven't watched a lot of Toronto because I don't know. I'm just doing other things, and I haven't really watched to see what's going on there in Toronto. Like,
chance here. We're back. Yeah, Toronto only has is only scoring. As we're going to get another penalty here coming up. And some more chatting after the whistle. Natchez isn't too happy with D'Angelo. Toronto, as far as goals for right now, is only 28th in the league. Only scoring 2.75 goals for per game. 28th best offense in the NHL.
Crazy. They have 14 shots, and it's almost the end of second.
Wow.
On quick. It's 3-2 now.
Yeah, 3-2 now. Engvall scored. Going to be a cross-checking penalty here against Sebastian Aho. So Philly goes back to the power play with 3:42 to go in the second. Offensive zone draws. They look to take the lead. Worked out high, long shot. That one goes off the post. Rebound, Lawton trying to find it. Everybody digging away in the crease, but the puck stays out. Wow, what a chance there for Philadelphia, but they just can't put it home. Wow. Great tip in front by Lawton. It goes off the crossbar, and then he tries to find the loose puck, but not able to get it to the back of the net. Just 8 seconds into the power play, and already a great chance here for Philadelphia.
Just grinding the game out, right?
Yep.
Philadelphia.
Working now behind the net. Up the boards, kept in by the Flyers. Hayes cross ice. Taken by Tippett. He works it down low for Lawton. Out in front, Konechny spins back to D'Angelo at the point. Long shot there. That one goes wide, deflected up into the netting. And we get another whistle. So a little choppy stretch of play here. 3:19 to go in the second. 1:37 left on the power play. Flyers looking for their first lead of the game. Carolina scored twice in the first period. The Flyers have scored twice here in the second.
It's kind of gone quiet a bit now.
And that's cleared out of the zone. Carolina will at least get a couple of the killers changed as they work it around. D'Angelo with the puck. 3 minutes left in the period. D'Angelo skates it in. Passes it off Konechny. Chance trying to drive the middle. Brett Pesce. So good defensively. Just steals that one away. But then his clearing attempt doesn't get out. And the Flyers have a second life here. And on the second chance, the Canes do score. Or kill it. They send it all the way down. Taken up now. Played through the middle. Tip it back to the offensive end. Great feather pass through there. Now on the near side, Hayes. Trying to get that one by. Can't cleanly get it by Shea. And Shea will eventually send it down again. All right. So Flyers struggling a little bit now with 35 seconds to go on this advantage. Into the offensive zone. Natchez can't keep it there. Flyers come back the other way. Canes trying to stand up at the blue line, but they're into the attacking zone. Back out to the blue line. Played around the boards. To the near side. Kate's trying to pinch in. Keeps it for now, but then it's lifted out again by Carolina. Final seconds ticking off the power play. One last rush for Joel Farabee. Up into the offensive zone. Farabee and Cates trying to drive it in. Here's a chance. Farabee rips one wide, and that's going to do it for the power play. Aho's out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5. It remains a 2-2 hockey game. Minute and a half to go in the second. Lifted up and down now. Canes trying to get the forecheck going. Farabee passes to Sedlak, and they're out of the zone. Ristolainen joins the play. Puck's in the corner. And that's down behind the net. Taking Svechnikov. He gets knocked down. Moved to the middle. Coughlin gets it back. Lifted up. And Jarvis will dump it in from the red line. Hart comes out to play it. Gets it through. Taken in the middle of the ice. Under a minute remaining as the Canes dump it back deep. Martinuk with a good hit on Ristolainen. Stolen now by Fost. Martinuk down low, below the goal line. Fost with it now along the wall. Trying to kick one up. Taken to the middle. Not able to get one cleanly through. Bellows sends it back. Canes keep it in. Out high, Coughlin goes D to D. Lots of traffic in front. Long shot gets blocked. Philly with a chance to clear, and they will. Coughlin's going to go back to get it. 20 seconds to go here in the second. Ristolainen with it now. Into the offensive end, but the play's offside as Delorier was slow getting to the bench. And we'll get a whistle with 11 seconds left here in the second, and a neutral zone face-off coming up.
Kiefer Bellows is playing on with Delorier and McEwen there on the fourth line. And he's looked good. He hasn't played like lots of minutes, but
he's been active and involved for sure.
Yeah. And I guess if that's the type of game he was looking to probably be, it would have been really a little bit difficult to do that on the island because they've got that fourth line that's been together for
years.
Martin,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess, he was supposed to be a scorer.
Yep. Hasn't been.
No. But if he can change his identity, he looks like he's doing pretty well out there.
Yeah, he's had a solid game in a bottom six role here tonight. So that's the end of the second. We head to the intermission. Carolina and Philadelphia tied up at 2. Both the Canes goals came back in the first. Philly scored a couple in the second to even things up, and we will have a deciding third period coming up here. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes to go. And should be an exciting third between these two teams. We'll see which team's able to come away from this one with the win. But a very close game as expected here between the Flyers and Hurricanes. So thank you again to everybody for watching. Awesome to have you in the chat tonight. Please don't forget, it really helps the channel a ton if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome to and wanted here. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. Perlo Wisdom's joining me tonight for the stream, and Perlo's channel is linked in the pinned comment at the top of the chat if you guys can check that out. He is getting very, very close to 1,000 subscribers, and we're going to enjoy this third coming up. But Perlo, if you want to talk about BPOW a little bit, they're the sponsor on tonight's stream, so... we can, hear a little bit about BPOW Picks here from Perlo.
All right. BPOW Picks is a high-octane betting site that I give you picks and you make money doing it. It's pretty simple. It's high volume. I've been studying the game my whole life, and I've had great success. My clients make a heck of a lot of money, and just so happens that John here is also on the site as well. And if you do decide to join up and come up to bpalpicks.com, tell us John15. That sounds weird.
Promo code John15.
Promo code John15, and I will throw you $25 off a month. And you can get a free week trial on that too. So grab the free week trial, check it out. We're up quite a bit of units already this year, and it's not going to stop. And it's fun. Don't forget the frolic.
It is a lot of fun, yes.
It's so much fun. And that's the one thing I did want to say as well. If you are betting or whatever and it's stressing you out, please stop. There's no stress in betting, right, Joe?
Yeah.
I mean, it's sort of fun. It's a fun stress, but not like, oh my gosh, stress. It's not that way. So we're all about having fun, making money, and enjoying ourselves at bpalpicks.com. You got the link up there too?
Link is in the description. All you got to do is go to the description, click the link. It will take you right there. And then make sure you use John15 as your promo code at checkout. And you can get a nice little discount there as well on your on the month. So
yeah.
My picks this year not going too hot, and Minnesota, Detroit aren't helping me out any.
Not me either.
Also,
Today looks
Buffalo.
Like I'm gonna break even. Today it looks like I'm going to break even somewhere around there, but that's okay. Well, we'll see. Do you have the over in the Edmonton Calgary game?
Yes, I have the over in the Edmonton Calgary game. I have the over in the Pittsburgh Seattle game as well. So
we can still hit that. Yeah.
Those two could maybe save my night, but
St. Louis is hurting me pretty bad right now.
Buffalo is killing me right now.
I gotta say, I didn't see that coming with St. Louis, but they can still fight back. Yeah. End of second, 4-3 Canadians. I just didn't see that. Binnington's been playing hard.
Oh, is Binnington in for St. Louis?
Yeah.
Wow, he had a 1.74 goals against average going into tonight.
Yeah.
And Montreal's put up 4 on him. Wow.
Surprise, surprise.
That is a surprise.
I need the over in the Sabres game. I, too, need the over in the Red Wings Wild game, which isn't looking too good.
Yeah.
If the Red Wings score 1 goal, then it kind of evens out. I had Red Wings team total over. Oh, Avalanche. I got the Avalanche. They're up 3-0 on the Islanders.
Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah, that's a great move, Yoshi Bros. Logan Thompson has looked very, very good. Definitely pick up Logan Thompson in fantasy. He has looked very good.
And not only that, just Vegas defense in general has just looked fantastic so
Yep.
far this year. Cassidy has them playing. He built that defense in Boston, right?
Yep.
And you can't get much better of a defensive team than the Boston Bruins, and it still carries on now. We didn't get to talk about your Boston Bruins. We haven't been able to talk about that, but you know what? If people say, well, Philadelphia is the biggest surprise, it wasn't actually. Boston is the biggest surprise to me. That they have been out everybody, and it's been seamless,
Mm-hmm.
and it shouldn't be a surprise to me because they just have Boston is heart, man. Their teams have heart all the time, all the time. Compete.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm definitely surprised they've been this good. I still had the Bruins as a good team this year, and I expected them to be pretty good. I just didn't expect them to be, this good. 8-1 to start the year is pretty ridiculous. Best team in the league so far. Definitely didn't see that happening, but they've come out of the gates absolutely firing.
Yeah. The Wild and Red Wings have both had 24 shots apiece on those goaltenders.
And there's only 3 goals in the net.
And there's only 3 goals. So
Jeez.
you made the right pick. We made the right pick because we both thought there'd be lots of shots in this game.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't blame anybody for thinking that Gustafsson and Husso are not going to let a few in.
Well,
crazy.
Still got a third period there. Boston did score 3 goals or 3 goals back to back, all in pretty quick succession on Thursday night.
Yeah, well, that's what they do too. Like when Boston wants to put it in gear, man, they just freaking go.
Yeah, so I could see the Red Wings giving up like a couple quick ones, and then all of a sudden the over's back in play there. Connor, what's going on? Welcome in. Barry, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. My next stream is Bruins Penguins on Tuesday night. I'll be posting the full schedule for next week tomorrow morning, but my next stream will be Tuesday night, Bruins versus Penguins.
Yoshi Bros. Let me see him in one time. Yeah, he's the one that said about Thompson. Now I don't know. I have Vegas making the playoffs this year. And I actually thought that maybe LA might regress a little bit, but I still had them on the playoffs. But it doesn't look like it. It's just because the goaltending worries me. And now nobody's surprised by the Kings anymore. They're not going to surprise anybody.
Yeah,
it seems like they're just getting better.
They were the surprise last year. They're not going to be a surprise this year.
Yeah, I picked them to make the playoffs last year. But that was my surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Now I picked the Sabres to make the playoffs this year, but the Sabres are out shooting the Blackhawks 32-22. 32 shots on Soderblom, who doesn't even have good AHL numbers, and they have 1 goal.
Oh boy. Well,
right?
I can hope for at least. I don't know. Maybe they come back, make it 3-3, and then win it in overtime or something.
Yeah, they could do it. Oh yeah, let's have that. Well, yeah, I want that for sure. Because then I get the over, and you get your money. You got it on money line. What were you getting on the money line? 150, I guess.
170.
Oh really?
Sabres money line this morning was minus 170.
Jeez, I would have took the money line too. Well, good thing I didn't.
I also have the Preds money line tonight too. They're no score, of course, in the game with the Caps.
Washington's out shooting them, and I have the Preds too. Washington just look like ass. It looks like they just decided to wake up for this game.
Washington looks old and injured, and which they are. And I don't see that D holding together for the Capitals. That D core, when you look at that roster on paper, that is a rough D core for a team that thinks that they're still a contender. It's not good on the back end.
Yeah, especially you said the last words you said. Especially for a team that is trying, that considers it. Like, I love Faherty. But Orlov is good. Carlson, I mean, he is what he is. But then Jensen, Gustafsson, and Van Riemsdyk, my gosh, that's bad. That's those. That's Vancouver bad.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Yes, Aries, I can see your message. Of course, I remember the 2011 final. I mean, the Bruins won the cup. Why would I not remember that? Steve, what's going on? Welcome back. Good to have you again. We are getting ready for third period action here. Carolina and Philadelphia, 2-2 game heading into the final frame. And, well, a close game, just like I thought it was going to be heading into this one.
Yeah, I thought so too. I should have just took Philly plus 1.5, but you got the best team, I think, the best team in the league in the Carolina Hurricane. Now, Boston at this point is, but against, this big question mark team that has like nobody in their lineup that should be doing as well as they are. Yeah, it is, but they're just pulling it out. Should just take Philly PL every time.
I mean, this game has been like an exact representation of the Flyers' season so far. Of them just never quitting, never being out of games, finding ways to come back, and just always being in it. Such a different Flyers team than what we've seen the past 2 seasons.
Yeah. Absolutely. This, like, all the things you just said were all the things that they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, no doubt about it.
Oh, it's a total attitude change for the Flyers. Absolutely.
Total night and day. Well, the cool thing about it was with Tortorella, that he came out and what I love about him is he's just so freaking honest, right?
Yeah.
Like, you might not like what he says, but he's just flat out honest. And that's what he expects in the room, is just be, I don't care what you say, just be honest, and we can work with that. But if you're not, we can't work with that. That's what he says. And he came out and said there was a problem in the room. Who does that? Who does that?
John Tortorella does that.
There's a definite problem. Not even, I think there might have been there's a definite problem in the room.
Oh, it's not his guys. I mean, he's coming into a brand new team and he's just going to lay it out there, and he's going to individually challenge every single one of them to be better.
Yeah. So I imagine he went in and said, okay, we got to get down to this problem in the room. Everybody knows it's there. And the only way you do it is we have to be honest with each individual and say what we're going to say, and that's it. If you don't like something, you say it. Yeah. In this room, you say what. Like, I'll tell you what. I personally thought the Rangers were going to regress this year. Now, well, that remains to be seen. I certainly don't put any stock in the fact that they've had a rough start. But the reason why is because I think first of all, I think there's a problem there in that way. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they've resolved that. Like what happened with D'Angelo, if Tortorella was there, that never would have got out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you said something, you guys fight it out here. Let's get right down to brass tacks. What do you mean by that? Blah, 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 blah. Not, it wouldn't get anywhere. And that's what, I don't know if Gallant has really changed that. Maybe he has. I shouldn't really say that, but that kind of stuff. And what Keefe did when he backpedaled on what he said in Toronto there.
Oh, yeah.
That was ridiculous.
That kind of softness gets you nowhere.
Yeah, and it doesn't get you have no respect from your players now.
Yeah.
Like, he's gone. He's got to be gone. You don't keep a guy.
Oh, if the Leafs,
as far as I'm concerned.
If the Leafs keep struggling the way that they have, I don't think he's going to last much longer there. The expectations are very high, and they certainly haven't lived up to them yet.
Yeah, and Barry Trotz saying he always wanted to play for original 16.
Yeah.
Or coach
in original 16. Dominic, what's going on? Welcome in. Yoshi Bros, I would say so now. I mean, obviously there's 6 months of hockey left to be played before the playoffs, but I would think that if you're the Leafs, your starter would be Samsonov at this point.
Yeah, I think they have to keep him in there.
I think it's got to be Samsonov based on what we've seen so far. Boston's new coach has been very good, Barry. The one, I guess, big difference stylistically with the Bruins that we've seen is the D jump into the play a lot more for the Bruins now with Montgomery than they ever did with Cassidy. And that's leading to a lot more offense. I mean, look at how many goals Boston scored already. They're putting up 4 or 5 goals a game now. So I think everything for the Bruins is just gone as good as it possibly could have to this point in the season.
Yeah, I agree. And you got to remember, I mean, talk about their defense doesn't look the greatest on paper either.
No, especially without McAvoy. I mean, and they started the year without McAvoy and Grzelcyk. So I mean, you had, guys like Clifton and Zaboral and Strawman and guys that aren't exactly standout names on paper playing pretty significant minutes. And now Grzelcyk's back, which has been a boost, definitely. Hampus Lindholm has been fantastic to start this season. I don't know what years 7 and 8 of that contract is going to look like, but right now he's worth every penny of that contract that the Bruins gave him. Guys like that, Derek Forbort to me has been one of the biggest bright spots. Like, he's been absolutely outstanding to start this season. So, there's a lot of guys that aren't the flashy big name players that are coming out and playing really well.
Yeah, Forbort surprised. I loved Forbort in a lot of ways. He came out of LA, Los Angeles, and he fought he worked his bag off to get an NHL contract. He played in the minors till he was like 24 or something like that.
Yep.
And it was just nothing but work for him. He just worked and worked and worked. And I loved him for that. But where did he go? Did he go to Minnesota? Where did they get him from?
Winnipeg. He went from LA to Winnipeg and then to Boston.
Right. And when he was in Winnipeg, he didn't seem to really. And then when he first came to Boston, he looked a little disheveled too.
Yeah.
But I think he's kind of a guy. He's not a natural, right?
Yeah.
And he'll just work and work and work to find a spot.
Yeah.
He learned how to do that in LA. He doesn't skate great, but he's smart and
he's
knows
big.
Where to be on the ice. And I think he's worked on his skating. That was one of the big things. Like, he really was a bad skater.
Yeah.
So he's worked on his skating. The guy just worked his bag off. I love guys like that. And
we're underway here in the third as Philadelphia trying to keep it in the offensive zone. Burns goes D to D. No, Steve, no coaching changes yet this season. It's still early for that.
it's.
Unless a team has an absolutely horrific start, normally you don't see coaching changes till at least November.
You got to figure Keith is on the hot seat now.
Yeah. I would think that Keith is in line to probably be the first one gone.
Yeah, I would agree. Either that or Dallas Eakins there. And that team looks terrible.
Maybe Dallas Eakins in Anaheim.
Yeah, the team just looks horrible. I don't know what they have to do there, but they got to change something, because losing is one thing, but that team's supposed to be better than that. Oh, here we go.
Back underway. Philadelphia with it up and out of the zone. Just over a minute into this third period. Nice fly pattern into the offensive end. And a big save there by Ronta. Battery, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for coming by. Great to have you here. Really appreciate it. Kings up 4-2 now.
Okay.
Another goal again for Toronto there.
Oh my God, Canadians are up 5-3.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Pennington is crap in the bed.
That's a bad loss for the Blues.
That's a really bad loss for the Blues. Unbelievable.
Trying to take it now. Offensive zone face-off. Frost loses it, and the Canes will carry it out of the zone. Here comes Carolina up ice. 2-2 hockey game. Next goal of this one, I think, is going to be huge, as it's along the boards. Carolina trying to work it in the offensive zone. Chance in front. Taken by Pesce. Psycho game going here for the Canes as they work it around. 18:25 left in the third. Carolina can't keep it in. Frost clears up over the red line. Trying to feather a pass through from McEwen. He'll chase it to the corner. Taken over to Bellows now out in front. Frost can't get the shot off. Then he gets knocked down there. Comes together with Brady Shea. Some talking going on there. That's sent out in front. Deflected. Sealer keeps it in. Here's Nick Sealer. Philadelphia setting up in the offensive zone. Bellows down in the corner. Back out, and that's cleared to the neutral zone. 17:45 to go in the third. Lifted through the middle, dumped into the offensive end. Jalen Chatfield back to get it. Wade Allison lands a big hit on him. Worked up now. Carolina with an offensive zone. Top of the circle. Shot and a nice glove save. As Sealer and Nason get involved in front, and we get a little bit of a gathering. Just about 2.5 minutes into this third, it will be an offensive zone face-off for Carolina on the way. Shots are 25-18 in favor of the Canes, and it's still a 2-2 game on the scoreboard. We'll see what happens here.
6-3 Montreal.
Wow. Bad loss for the Blues.
Crazy. I had them for a lot too. I was heavy on that game. Wow. I have a feeling Philadelphia's going to pull this out. I think they got better skating legs right now than Carolina does.
Moved up now, deflected in. Yeah, no, I mean, Carolina had a good first period, but after that, Philadelphia is definitely taken over after that. And Canes will carry it now. Chatfield takes a hit to lift it up. Philly knocks it down by the blue line. Ristolainen regains possession. Not a fan, Dan. I don't like Vegas's shiny helmets. I don't like the Kings' shiny helmets. I think that it looks much better when it's not shiny.
Yeah, that's just for the kids. So that's
played up now.
That's OS.
Through the neutral zone. Lawton with it. 16:40 to go in the third. And it's taken up. Almost turned over there. D'Angelo gets it back. Flyers having a little bit of trouble here. Chip to the middle now. And Carolina will try and dump it back in. Jordan Stahl getting into it with Provorov. D'Angelo comes away with the puck. Lifted by Noah Cates and out of the zone. Played here. Marty Nietzsche with it. Having a great start to this season into the offensive end. Pass through the middle. Rolls in on Hart off of Svechnikov. And we get the whistle as he covers that one up. 16:09 to go here in the third. And an ozone draw for the Canes. Game still tied up at 2. Sens fan, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Great to have you in the chat. Really appreciate it. Awesome to see you again. And we've got Carolina, Philadelphia, 2-2 hockey game, third period. This one looks like it's going to come right down to the end. Both goalies have played well as that's worked out. And Carter Hart's got to stop that and cover it again. Washington and Nashville still 0-0. Capitals were an over team in every game, and now the last two have been extremely low scoring. I guess they decided they're going to play some defense now. Carolina.
Yeah, I know. That's
can't get this one out. Shot again by Svechnikov. Pad save. And Svech comes in with a good hit in the corner. Lifted up and moved out of the zone. Philadelphia now. Poked away from Hayes. Down to the corner. Out in front there, chance for Farabee, misses wide. Taken by Konechny, back out to the point. Sanheim into the middle. Here's a shot by Sealer that goes over the bar. Hello, Wilson. What's going on? Welcome in. We're ticking down now, about 5 minutes into this third period. Justin Braun has it for the Flyers. Good chance there on that last shift for them. Trying to work it up, deflected through. And that's into the offensive zone. Played up again by the Flyers as they'll play into the offensive end. Back check coming. Here's Frost with a shot. Saved there by Ronta. Philly keeps it in the attacking end. Stolen by Burns down low, but can't clear it out. Flyers again, cycling. Offensive zone, Bellows along the boards. This line has been good for Philly. McEwen, Bellows, and Frost. Working it around. Long shot in there. That one just deflects wide. Up the boards, kept in again. Provorov back out high, and that one's finally deflected out of the zone, and D'Angelo will go back to get it. J-Dog, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. We got 14:20 to go here in the third period. Flyers and Canes tied up at 2. Here's Sedlak over the red line. Philly back into the offensive zone. Allison comes in to help as well. Delorier out there. He's got a goal in this game. Sedlak takes it. Back out to the blue line. Long shot there. Rolls in. Bounces. Saved by Ronta with Allison on the doorstep. And now the Canes get it out to the neutral zone. Back in again. Here's Sedlak with a chance. Looking for a backhand play in front. And they score! A lead for the Flyers. Their first of the game. As they go up 3-2 with 13:51 remaining. Wade Allison with the tip in.
Just crazy how much. Like, look at that nice little tip up over the pad.
Great tip-in goal there on the great backhand pass from Sedlak. That's Sedlak's second assist of the game, and this line has their second goal of this game. Delorier back in the second period, and now Allison here in the third. Both primary assists for Sedlak, the pickup from Columbus. And holy cow. Boy, do the Flyers have something cooking now with their first lead of the game in the third.
Philly does it again. Unbelievable.
Taken down now in the corner. Played by Stahl around the boards. Carolina trying to get the goal back. That's lifted up. Taken out. Played down low up the boards and kept in by Brett Pesce for the Hurricanes. Canes trying to get something going here. Attacking zone. Working this one down low. Ristolainen and Sanheim both there. Tippett with a hit. Pinch by Shea. Keeps it in. Here are the Canes on the attack. Out high to Pesce. Pesce D to D. Played back to the corner. Now into the middle. Martinuk. Not able to get that one. Taken though. Canes still keep possession. Working it down low, behind the net, out in the corner, back out high, Sveshnikov gets by Cates, taking it down behind the goal line, trying to work it around, pass across, that one just hops through Aho, and Philadelphia will clear it out as Noah Cates dumps it deep. 12:25 left here in the third period, Canes down a goal looking to tie, trying to move it up here over the red line into the offensive end. Moved across. Sveshnikov goes shoulder to shoulder with D'Angelo. Up the wing it goes. And Philadelphia will take that puck away. Carried through to neutral ice. Into the offensive end. Dumped deep. Around the boards it goes. Philly back in on the forecheck. And this Flyers team so impressive with the way they've played this season. Worked across. Farabee back to get it. Canes don't have anyone forechecking right now. Flyers get it easily out of the zone. Back to get it is Burns. Broheim, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to have you in the chat. Appreciate it. Working up now. Over the blue line. Canes trying to come back the other way. Into the offensive zone. Braun chased by Teravainen. Kotkaniemi in there as well. Chatfield pinches. Braun gets it back down below the goal line up to Konechny. Konechny will lift it out of the zone, and Carolina's going to go back to get it. Regrouping in their own end. Clock ticking here, but still over half the period to go. Played over to
Carolina
Sealer.
looks like they're getting leg heavy.
Yeah, it is the second game of a back-to-back for the Canes, and you're starting to see it with, they just are a little bit slow out there.
Yeah.
Taken now over the red line. Dumped into the offensive zone. John Wilkes Booth, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Work down now in the corner. Delorier takes a hit, moves it up the boards. Philly gets it out of the zone. Kane's going to try and regroup again. And that's cleared again. 10:15 to go in the third. Into the offensive end. Natchez back to Pesce. Pesce can't keep it in. It's cleared by Cates. Flyers happy to send it back to the Carolina zone. Dumped in now. Below the goal line in the corner.
The Sabres have come back to 3-2.
Oh, God, need another one. Here's a chance for the Flyers. Shot and a nice save there by Ranta. Worked around now. Gonna use all my energy to manifest another Sabres goal. 9:35 left here in the third as we're past the halfway point. Philly dumps it in. Ranta will play it to his D-man. Taken by Burns. Lifted pass through the middle out to neutral ice. Jesper Fast has it now. And the Canes will carry up ice back to Burns. He'll dump it in around the boards. 9:15 remaining. Getting down into crunch time now for both of these teams as Philadelphia will take it, clear it back to neutral ice, but Carolina keeps possession. Foss bounces off of McEwen, but Flyers play the puck around. Canes getting in on the forecheck. Keep it in out high. It's Burns at the blue line. Now a pass over. Long shot just goes wide. Back in again, and Carter Hart makes a save with the glove. Jesper Foss not happy. Now Farabee and Stahl with some exchange a little bit after the whistle there. Ristolainen comes over, and we're going to head to a commercial break. Under 9 minutes to go now here in the third. Philadelphia with the 1-goal lead, 3-2 over Carolina. And this one is coming right down to the wire. Thank you guys again all so much for being here. It's great to have you in the chat. Please don't forget, every thumbs up and new subscriber goes such a long way in helping the channel. Really appreciate everybody being here. And we're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. Fans of all teams welcome and wanted. And again, just trying to build that community here. I cover the entire NHL, so everyone is welcome. Thank you guys all so much. All right, still 7.5 minutes for the Sabres to tie that game against Chicago. Would love for them to win. Capitals Predators still 0-0 halfway through the game.
Yeah.
I guess UC Saros is finally playing well.
Yeah, he's playing well, and Kemper too.
Yeah.
Which would be, I think it's Kemper. It's Kemper.
Yeah, it is
right?
Kemper tonight.
That's the reason why I took Nashville. I just didn't think Kemper was. Maybe they got it figured out how to play in front of them now. But I'm really surprised by that. I thought Nashville would take this pretty handily.
All right, coming back now from the commercial break. Getting ready for this face-off. Philly trying to hold on for another upset win to start this season and go to 6-2, while Carolina is looking for that goal to tie it and try and come back here, as they're down by 1, 3-2 here in the third period. Still plenty of hockey left to go, though. 8:48 left, so a lot of time still to score. Not panic time yet for anybody. Taken now, face off in the attacking end for Carolina. As linesman waiting to drop this puck, waiting to make sure everybody's set properly. And Philadelphia wins it back defensively. Cleared up and out of the zone. That gets by Pesce, and Brady Shea goes to get it. Pesce now rims it up the boards. Kept in by Provorov pinching. Ends up down behind the net where Carolina takes it, and they'll carry it up on the breakout. 8.5 remaining in the third. Going it deep below the goal line. Now cleared up. Kept in by Pesce. Carolina back on the attack. Taken now. Konechny with it. Threads it through to Hayes in the middle. Kevin Hayes. Great pass in front. Shot there and a big pad. Stop by Ranta. Big save there.
How did he come in
with game.
Nobody even... How did he come in like that?
No one covering him.
Was
another
not even looking
defensive breakdown.
Yeah, that was weird. I would like to see that again. Like
Carolina's defensive coverage the past 2 games have fallen apart.
Yeah, that is crazy. The guy was just not... They didn't even think he was coming.
Wide open in the slot to rip a shot like that.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like, oh, there's other people on the ice? Oh.
He's one of the best in the league, Nomander. As it's played up the boards now, kept in by Jarvis. Flyers will try again to clear, and that's out to the neutral zone. Philly takes it now. Out at the red line. Big collision there, but they dump it in deep. Carolina's going to go back to get it. It's Dylan Coughlin. Hey, Fun Adventures. What's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Great to have you. Good to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming by. We've got 6:35 to go here in the third period. Carolina up into the offensive zone. Still looking for the tying goal. And that's rimmed around the boards. Columbus was a playoff team and pretty good for most of the years under Tortorella, Nomander. I don't know. I mean, they weren't good in his last season, but most of the years when Tortorella coached Columbus, they were a good team.
And they had no reason to be.
Yeah, they were better than expected in most of the years when he was their coach. And made the playoffs most of the years when he was the coach.
There's not too many coaches that could have coached those teams into the playoffs that he had. He did not have a very good team.
Taken up now into the offensive zone, worked around. Played here, Allison, fourth line back on the ice for Philadelphia. They have had a great night tonight. As that's brought up into the offensive zone. 5:35 to go. Starting to get into crunch time now.
They don't look like they're tiring or anything. Like
icing. Philadelphia ices the puck. 5:27 left. It will be an offensive zone face-off coming up for Carolina. And it is definitely crunch time now for the Canes. 5.5 minutes to go. They need a goal. Just trying to do everything they can to try and get this game tied up. Wow, Red Wings won 2-1. What happened to Minnesota's offense in that one?
I don't know how you see that coming. I don't know. Shots were there. Goaltenders are not like the goaltenders. Husso had a good game, which I guess I am not too surprised by that. But Gustafsson only allowing 2 goals on how many freaking shots? We saw that coming. I have no idea. I had Red Wings team total over 2.5. I thought that was easy gravy.
Wow. Icing call again here by the Flyers, so they're starting to get into a icing pattern here. Don't want to do that too much.
The Sabres tied it up, buddy.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, I needed that.
I needed it, too. I needed the over pretty hardcore.
Well, you got the
Yeah.
overs guaranteed now at 3-3.
Now, if I also have Sabres team total over, so we need the Sabres
All right,
again.
I need the Sabres just to win the damn game.
Yeah, I want you to get it for your money line, and now I need it for my over 3.5.
Eddie, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Great to have you. Thanks so much for being here. We're down now into the final 5.5 minutes of this one. Flyers with a 3-2 lead over Carolina. And the Flyers dumped that one all the way down, this time from beyond the red line, so no icing. Carolina takes the puck, and they'll start the rush back up. Burns, pass attempt doesn't connect. It ends up as a cross-corner dump, though. And the Canes can get in on the forecheck. Jarvis all over Ristolainen. Carolina trying to come away with the puck, and now we're going to get a penalty call against Kotkaniemi.
Yeah.
No, Mander, I put out a picks video every morning that I bet. So if you want to know my bets, go and watch my picks video from this morning. I do it every day that I'm betting.
Capitals are up on nothing.
So Kotkaniemi gets a cross-checking call here on Farabee. And that is going to put Philadelphia to the power play. Going to be a chance for them to put this game away.
Yeah, I mean, okay, let's look at so many things when we watch this game. There's somebody asked if Tortorella's a great coach. This is something that you see all the time. First of all, and this was with Columbus too, very seldom, and Tampa Bay, very seldom did they take penalties at the wrong time.
Yeah.
They play hard, but like they hardly ever get frustrated in those tough times and take those stupid penalties like that.
Mm-hmm.
They always seem to be able to have their peak energy right when they need it. Like this is like except for Vancouver, and we see Vancouver when Tortorella got fired from Vancouver, the Vancouver Canucks. I'm like, that team's going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
Yeah.
If you don't want him in your lineup, if you don't want to be what he wants you to be, your organization's probably crap.
Yeah.
So, and then like you said in Columbus, Tampa Bay, Jay Feaster, the general manager at the time, said before the season that he figured they were probably 3 pieces away before even becoming a contender, thinking that they're a contender.
Mm-hmm.
And he won a cup with them.
Yeah. No matter. All my bets are made early in the morning, so I can get that video out as early as possible. Because that's how you get the most views on it, is give it the most time being out there. So all my bets are made early in the morning.
Yeah, I put mine. You can subscribe to mine. I put them, but they're just before game time. I put mine out. And I give you all the picks for all the games. But if you want to get them early, hit the link in the description, and I'll give you a free, and you can check it out. And I give all my picks early then. And the ones I put in they're my early leans that I put out just before game time.
Mm-hmm. That's
just because I got people that are paying, and it's not fair for me to give all the picks and stuff like that, right? What are they paying for them?
Yeah, exactly.
So but I will give you them just before game time, like around 4:00 or whatever. So if you get in there and check it out, you get free picks for yourself. My early leans and all that. So, what do you have the Oilers next? Oh well, this is getting down to crunch time. I'll shut up.
4 minutes to go here in the third. Philly on the power play, trying to get set up in the offensive zone. Hayes has it now on the half wall. Waiting for a play. Back to the point, D'Angelo. And it comes out of the zone. And that's going to be an offsides. 58 seconds of power play time left. 3:51 to go in the third. Carolina's got to kill this off and keep themselves in this game and have a chance to try and tie this one up. That would definitely be interesting, Aries. That would definitely be interesting. Taken back now by the Flyers. Provorov with it. Waiting, drops it back. Skated up now by Farabee. 45 seconds left on the power play. That's dumped into the offensive zone. And they'll get in heavy on the forecheck. Canes got to make sure they kill this. Down low below the goal line. Jacob Slavin clears that all the way down. 3:20 left to go here in the third. Drawing Life, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Much appreciated. Worked up into the offensive zone. Farabee's pass attempt gets stolen. Canes clear again. Just about killed this one off. Only 12 seconds left on the power play. Trying to bring it now over the red line. And that spun around. Power play comes to an end. We're back to 5-on-5 as Kotkaniemi comes out of the box. And now we're going to get another penalty call here. And we're not going to, I guess, see what it is until we get back from the final commercial break. So, last commercial break of this one with 2.5 minutes to go. 2.5 minutes to go here, and Carolina trying to find this tying goal. I mean, unless somebody else is going to run it, Steve, or I can find an automatic clock, but I'm not starting and stopping the clock every time there's a whistle, so I'm not going to have a clock if it requires me manually doing that. That's just, I've got other things to pay attention to. Buffalo power play. Oh, boy.
Yeah. With 1 minute left before overtime. Is it a power play? Yes.
Wow, 1:07 left. Buffalo to the power play.
Yeah, 3-3.
Really could use that.
I could use it too because I also have them in reg. That would do everything there.
Aries, yes, my schedule for the week is always put out on the community tab on Sunday mornings. Every single week, I put out the entire schedule for the week on the community tab on Sunday mornings. It's also the day of the streams. I put it out on the community tab the morning of what I'm doing that day. I also posted on Instagram as well, on my Off the Wall Hockey Instagram story, the morning of if I'm doing a stream that day. So if you don't see a community tab post, that means I'm not streaming that day. If you do see a community tab post, that will tell you which games I am doing that day. So there's plenty of ways for people to know what games that I'm doing and when I'll be doing them throughout the week. All you got to do is look at the community tab.
Where is, okay. Is it on your website, the community tab?
It's on my channel. You just go over to community at the top and it will be always listed there.
Oh, perfect. Okay, let me do that. Because I want to see when I can do this again.
Played up now, up the boards. Philly gets it out. I guess there wasn't a penalty call there. It looks like the ref was signaling somebody to the box, but I guess not because we're still 5-on-5. Either way, we're getting down to the last couple minutes here, and that one gets sent back in by the Canes as that's cleared by Philadelphia out to the neutral zone. Got to imagine Carolina's going to be pulling the goalie here pretty soon. And a shot in here, and Nietzsche scores! Oh, Carolina ties the game! 2:05 to go! And Marty Nietzsche puts one home. It's a 3-3 hockey game. And his fantastic start continues.
They're checking for offside.
Oh, that is going to be close. Wow, that is going to be close.
That was a beautiful shot. Jeez, right under the bar.
Fantastic shot. Absolutely fantastic shot from Marty Natchez there.
Oh, no, it's 3-3, buddy.
It is a 3-3 hockey game. That's not lucky at all. That is a pinpoint shot by Marty Natchez there. And an incredible job of putting that one under the bar. And it is a 3-3 hockey game now. Less than 2 minutes to go, and we are back tied. We could be headed for OT in this one. As it's played now by Sanheim over the red line into the offensive zone. Nope, only one game tonight, as was posted on the community tab this morning, on the calendar, and on the weekly schedule as well. 1:25 to go in the third. Lifted out to the neutral zone. Back to get it. Philadelphia with it. Lawton over the blue line into the offensive end. Back the other way now. Here's Aho into the offensive zone. Plays it back to Natchez. Natchez cross-ice pass. Room here. 55 seconds left. Chance in front. That one doesn't get through. Aho keeps it in back to the point. Long blast there. Carter Hart makes a save on the deflection. Woo! Svechnikov right in front. Gets a piece of it, but Hart squeezes. And 49 seconds to go. It will be an offensive zone face-off coming up here for Carolina. They have shown some life here in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, they look awake now. They got that goal. They look awake now. Draining the last bit of energy there.
Boy, oh boy.
I need an empty netter in the Leafs-Kings game.
Carolina's going to use their timeout here. 49 seconds left. What a hockey game this has been.
This has been great hockey. And just can't say enough about how this Philly team has turned things around and looks so much better. They look just like night and day.
Yeah.
Like a totally different team.
It is. The attitude is so different. Just the compete level. Everything for the Flyers is so much better this year under John Tortorella.
Yeah. Hey, one thing you'll notice with Flyers players is one thing that he really gets on, and he'll even bench you for it, is if you put your head down.
Yeah.
Like if you start going and all that kind of stuff like that, he'll bench you.
Taking now, Eric, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Good to have you in the chat. Coming down now. 30 seconds to go in the third period. Backhanded in. Around it goes. Puck in the corner. Carolina setting up shop. Offensive zone. Long shot just goes wide. Another chance here. Played up the wall. Kept in by Pesce. 15 seconds to go. Flyers steal it. And here's Cates getting it out. Dumped into the offensive end. They'll peel off for a change. Final seconds are going to run off the clock. They're taking this game to OT. Sabres win in overtime.
I did not know. Sabres win in overtime? Nice.
Yep. Needed that.
You know what? I didn't even know that Lyabushkin is also injured today for this game.
Yeah, he's out.
So I didn't know that. Oh, wow.
All right, we are getting ready here for overtime. Carolina and Philadelphia, 3-3 game. We'll see who finishes it off in the extra time, but what a game this has been. It was 2-0 Carolina. Philadelphia ended up scoring 3 straight goals, took a 3-2 lead. Then the Canes tied it with just about 2 minutes to go in the third to get it back even, and now we are headed to OT. This has been a phenomenal hockey game, and we shall see what this OT period is going to bring with some 3-on-3 coming up. But it should be a lot of fun between these two. And appreciate everybody here watching. Please don't forget, every thumbs up and new subscriber goes such a long way in helping the channel. Really appreciate you all being here. Fans of every team are welcome and wanted. I cover the entire NHL. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. And we got the great Perlo Wisdom on the stream here tonight.
Yeah,
his channel is linked at the top of the chat in the pinned comment. And he's getting close to 1,000 subs. So if we can help get him there, that would be awesome. Rory, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. We've got Carolina versus Philadelphia. Overtime coming up. Some 3-on-3 action. This ought to be good.
Yes. We're glad we got to. Oh, it's starting right up.
Here we
So
go.
glad we get to go on that. Love to see overtime.
Teams lining up at the center dot, getting ready to drop this puck. And it's won back by Philadelphia. They get possession off the opening draw. Here comes Konechny. Quick 2-on-1. Offensive zone. And a big glove save by Ronta. Taken now in the corner. Trying to work it around. Hayes. Philly still has it. He's just going to take possession back to the neutral zone and pass to D'Angelo.
My gosh. Watch this next play, dude.
Brought up now into the attacking end. Here's Konechny through the middle on a backhand, and Ronta with a save there as it's played back. Finally, Carolina will have some possession time now. Just about a minute into this overtime. Luke, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Good to have everyone in the chat tonight. Thank you all for watching. Into the offensive zone. Poked away by the Flyers. They win it. They take it back. They're going to carry up ice, but don't have numbers. Carolina's back defensively. Lawton with it. He'll curl. Waiting for something to open up. Lawton brings it in. Trying to go wide on Svechnikov. Svechnikov steals that puck and comes pass up the other way. Carolina to the offensive zone. Svechnikov back to Aho. Back to Svech, and he can't get the shot on goal. Oh. Deuce, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. We're in OT. 3:35 left in the overtime. Carolina has the puck. Back to get it now. Teravainen, and a good glove save there by Hart. And he covers that one up. Offensive zone face-off for Carolina. 3:25 to go in overtime. And we're still looking for the winner here. End-to-end action these teams go. What an insanely good hockey game this has been.
Yeah, this is just good hockey. Philly played good hockey. Philly keeping up with Carolina all game. Just
Ronta passes that one up. Hey, thanks for watching, Steve. It's awesome to have you here. Here's Shea into the offensive zone. It's poked away from him, but the Canes retain. Out at the blue line. Moved now to the half wall. Long shot in there. Pad save. Back out now. Teravainen with it. And he'll take it back out to the neutral zone. Into the offensive end. 2:50 to go. There's a shot. Blocker saved by Hart. Trying to work it up. Here's Sanheim chasing as Teravainen gets back. And Teravainen gets checked there. Sanheim giving him a ton of pressure as the other Flyers change, I believe. And Carolina will carry it up now. It's Jarvis. 2.5 to go here in overtime. Mets fan, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Good to have you in the chat. Carolina carries this one now to the neutral zone. Drop pass. Speed up ice. Over the red line into the offensive end. Here's a chance on the backhand. Tucking it. Hart holds it and makes the save.
Nice
and he
save.
Covers that up as well. We get a whistle with 2:08 remaining in overtime. Boy, great pace to this OT.
Yeah, Carter Hart just looks fantastic.
Absolutely. Andrew, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Much appreciated. Awesome to have you in the chat. Very well could be, Yoshi Bros. Very well could be. Keefe has got to be on the hot seat now.
Yeah, that was a have to win. And Matthews doesn't score again. Right.
Taken back behind the net. Philadelphia with it. Waiting here with possession, looking for a breakout play. 2 minutes to go in overtime. Joel, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get that new sub hype in the chat for Joel. Welcome to the channel. Played out now. Provorov has it for Philadelphia. Final minute 45 of overtime. And that's turned over as Aho takes it up to Svechnikov. Kane's back into the offensive zone. Svech gets checked off to the corner. Back in there. We got to stop. Good save again by Hart. Andrew, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Aho has it out high for Carolina. Looking to work this one around. Puck on the half wall. Throws it in front. And Philadelphia able to find it, but they don't get it out. Kept in again by Svechnikov. And now it's out to the neutral zone. 1:10 to go in overtime. Into the attacking end. Carolina back on the rush. Marty Necas off the bench. Taken now. Necas over. Back to Burns. And Brent Burns finishes it. He blasts one under the bar. And Carolina wins in overtime. It's a 4-3 game.
Oh, wow. Let's see that again. Unbelievable. What do I think of
a
there?
Shot by Brent Burns.
Yeah, that was killer. Nobody's stopping that, man.
No, nothing.
What? There is nobody stopping that shot anytime.
Nothing the goalie could do about that. Brent Burns just absolutely blasts one under the bar there. And a fantastic shot to finish this game. Look at that. Right under the bar and into the back of the net. Hart could never get a piece of that. And Brent Burns with the game winner gives Carolina a 4-3 win over the Philadelphia Flyers in an extremely tight, extremely good hockey game here. And, man, Perlo couldn't have asked for a much better hockey game than that.
Wow, that was just fantastic, man. I don't like to see my Phillies lose, but this is a tough one for me because this is my two favorite teams in the East, Carolina and Philadelphia. So, but excellent hockey. Just you gotta love this way this Philadelphia team is going.
Yeah.
I don't see how they don't hold up here. At least their work ethic and everything. I don't know. We could be seeing Cinderella stuff going on here at Philadelphia. My gosh, crazy. But great game, man. That was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So everybody, thank you guys all so much for watching. It was great to have you here in the chat. Don't forget, my next live stream will be Tuesday night. Boston Bruins versus Pittsburgh Penguins. Got a bunch more games coming up next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Full schedule will be tomorrow. Will be out tomorrow on the community tab in the morning. And a fantastic hockey game here. Carolina squeaks out the overtime win 4-3. Philadelphia continues to impress to start this season with the way that they've played. And this was just a great game all around. The Canes come away with it in overtime. Really appreciate everybody watching. Before you go, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. Have a great Halloween. Halloween is on Monday, so happy Halloween, everybody. Perlo Wisdom was our guest tonight, so you guys can check out Perlo's channel, linked at the top of the chat in the pinned message. He's getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and that does it for me here tonight. See you guys on Tuesday. Thank you all so much again. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Happy Halloween, and I'll see you guys all next time.
Take care. That was fun, man.